Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Hey, it is the Elimination Chamber live reactions here on WrestleTalk Podcast and WrestleTalks. It's a historic night. This is the last WWE Network pay-per-view, and it is also the last pay-per-view live reaction on the WrestleTalk YouTube channel before we move. Just like the network is moving to Peacock, we're moving to the WrestleTalk Podcast channel. I am Luke Owen. I will be in tonight's Elimination Chamber match for the prestigious championship, as will my forever nemesis, my frenemy, till the you big dick, you big knob. It's Mr. Davis.
I hate you, Luke Owen, and I hate you, Elfakador, and I hate all the SWAF Nation who haven't already gone over to subscribe to the WrestleTalk Podcast channel and watch the very same live reactions we're doing here now on there.
Indeed, but we are all in awe, in grandeur of the reigning, defending, undisputed Jam That Champion, Elfakador Laurie Blake. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Haven't even thought about how I would post this because I'm that confident that I'm going to be retaining this championship this evening. Haven't even looked it up.
So if you weren't around for our live reaction, our prediction stream that we did last Wednesday, today is the Elimination Chamber match. We all have our own wrestlers being our avatars in the WWE Championship match. So Elfakador is being represented by Drew McIntyre. Ollie is represented by AJ Styles. I'm represented by Randall Keith Orton. We've also got Pete. We've also got Louis. They'll be joining the stream momentarily. And TBA will be represented by Sheamus, the last entrant into the chamber. We don't know. Do we know who TBA is yet? Like, have you heard?
Who is it? Who is it? Confused lady emoji.
I think it's someone very exciting and
It's
super
not,
secret.
Hang on. It's not your inside man, is it?
Me, no. I'll never tell.
Anyway, so that'll be coming up later today. This is, of course, the kickoff panel that's usually great. So the news coming up for the show is that WWE.com have removed Asuka versus Lacey Evans from the card, but I believe the social media was still saying it was happening. So that's still up in the air. But Keith Lee is off the show. So PW Insider first reported that he's picked up an injury. It's not to do with the Ringside News report. Actually, the graphic is just up there saying that he's been taken out. It's not apparently anything to do with the Ringside News report that Vince McMahon just doesn't get Keith Lee. Apparently, it's just an injury. Sean Ross Sapp said he's not been in the building all day. But there instead will be a fatal four-way between Ali, Ricochet, John Morrison, and Elias, all of the big stars on Raw, and the winner of that match will go on to the triple threat match. David,
the winner of that match will go on to take the pin in the triple threat match. That's the actual stipulation here.
You're a body.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Any predictions of who is going to be the third man?
John Morrison, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, and Elias. I've got no interest in seeing Elias or John Morrison get the spot. But Mustafa Ali and Ricochet, they've been booked the way they've been booked, but out of those two, look, because they're likely going to take the pin, Ricochet. We'll get an amazing match out of it, I think.
I think Ricochet you can build into the Hurt Business stuff as well, right? Like, it's not. There's a little bit of history there. You can add a touch of story somewhere in there along the way. Then you can take the pin. It feels like a really big moment for Ricochet, but it's not.
I kind of hope it's not going to be Ali, because I really hope that everyone's kind of fancy booking that Ali is going to take Kofi Kingston out of the Elimination Chamber match. I really hope that is the story they go with to kind of to further that story of what happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they do that, because Kofi was such a late addition. If you're going to do that, that sounds like something you would have planned from the start, and you wouldn't have put Miz in just to take Miz out, and then Miz to try and get back in via his friend, and then lose a match to put Kofi in. What a terribly booked story that is.
Also, I think we should try and keep a tally of this tonight, but I am currently at one text message from my wife that I'm being too loud. So we'll keep a tally of that running through the evening. That's one. Yeah, she did say, in all fairness to you, she goes, you were doing an intro, so I get you've got to be a bit animated there. So that is one text.
Rein it in. Enjoy the wrestling less, Luke. Just rein it in. Just imagine it's Raw.
Imagine, hey, what if Hangman Page came down unannounced, Luke? What sound would you make?
Say again.
If Hangman Page made a surprise entrance in this match, what would your reaction be like? Well, I found at the back of my fridge a leftover from our Beer 52 sponsorship, the cake hole.
Oh, that's a really good one.
That's a good one.
Did you just try and do that, Laurie?
Can do that.
That's a good one.
Can do it.
Can you do it with both hands?
Did it? No, I can't do anything on this. Can't even click on this one. Doesn't work. Look.
Did you not remember this?
Booyakasha.
Doesn't work. Why does this not work? It's the same thing.
You can also do this. Phones for you. It's around the same time. Look how quick that is.
Oh wow, the phone's
It's almost so quick that you can't read it.
Yeah, no, I don't think the lag on the stream just looks like I'm going from one to the other.
It is. It's a blur of the four. A blur of the four. Well, this is what people come to our live reaction streams for. It's classic banter like this.
I had a lot of coffee before we started, and I'm I was really sleepy. We watched Howl's Moving Castle for the first time with like cups of tea and cake. Oh, I fell asleep. And then I had a load of coffee, and now I'm here.
Started with the coffee, now I'm
Rich.
here.
Now this is streaming.
Rich isn't even meant to be working tonight.
No,
he really isn't. But he came in here to do some tests and stuff. So he's being a very busy boy. That's what we love about him. It's nice, right?
Yeah, that is good.
What are you drinking, Faker?
I'm having a Guinness, mate, in a can, of all things.
Classy.
People will go after you for drinking Guinness from a can. But it's fine. Especially when you're in lockdown and you can't get to a pub.
Where else am I going to get a Guinness from?
From the tap?
Yeah, the one I had installed. I wish. That's the only thing I would consider doing in the future, getting a Guinness tap installed. I want that more than I want one of those hot water, like boiling water taps.
Instantly steaming. But with Guinness and drunk, the steaming being.
Hey.
Just so I can do some.
And I hope he has one of those the harp on the bottom, so I can actually do that in the. Yeah. Oh.
Do a little clove.
Lovely stuff.
Just so I
Luke
can do
made an point.
Someone has asked me now 5 times and has put it in all caps. Have I seen the Mortal Kombat trailer? Yes. The other admin bits. So support. So WrestleTalk.com/support. That will take you through to where you can get your hyperchats, and we're going to go through your hyperchats very, very shortly. But once again, it is worth reminding that we are moving our live reactions to the WrestleTalk podcast channel. Currently, 1,000 of you are still on the main WrestleTalk channel. That will not be an option as of tomorrow if you want your podcast content or your live streaming content. So do head on over to the WrestleTalk podcast channel. Do give it a subscribe and join us over there. It's the exact same stream.
Do you know what they are? They're like all the people that are missing out on Bitcoin right now. It's guaranteed money. That is.
Yeah.
Ollie was right. I am now getting shit on about Guinness in a can.
I drank Guinness from a can in one of the first Quizzlemanias, and people still come at me.
If they're not going to laugh at him, they like him. They think he's cool.
I can't be bothered to put it in a glass. And
it tastes the same.
I just wanted some. It doesn't taste quite the same, Ollie. I think that's an outrage. Like, it doesn't taste the same as a pub. Nothing tastes the same as a pub.
I didn't say that. I said
Or
it
in a
tastes
glass,
the same as if you just poured it into a glass.
Yeah, I don't.
From a can.
After a while, your taste buds stop working, don't they? You know, all taste like booze.
So I'm not just getting abuse for Guinness in cans. I'm getting abuse from Mayor of Painesville, German Dan, who's just messaged me a picture of my own face. There it is. and he said, "I'm the Tanahashi of WrestleTalk now." And what I think he's doing is making a joke about my hair.
Oh, your hair looks so good at the moment.
The hair looks long and receding.
Yeah, so there's a lot of up and not a lot of forwards.
This is what happens when there's no barbers open.
I was going to say, what do people want you to do? I think you look all right, mate.
What are you going to do about it? You're going to shave it?
In all fairness, Davis, I don't
shave
know,
it all off,
it's
Davis.
just me, but I'm pretty sure you've had the same haircut since I've known you.
Yes, but well, actually, that's not true because a year and a half ago I changed the side of the parting.
That's right, you did. I remember that.
Because someone told me the grain of my hair, I was going against it too much. So
yeah,
pretty big change.
Pretty big change. I like tripping with Jesse's comment here, which is about like, that's something I need to figure out tomorrow, Luke, doesn't it? In regards to switching over to the new channel. You're absolutely fine. You're right. You can stay over on the main one if you want to. It's all right. But tomorrow you will have to change your attitude. Right. Let's have some hyper chats, ultra chats before we get into the interview portion of this. Phil Roberts says Edge winning the Royal Rumble and challenging for the top belt is good. You need to build him back into a big deal so that beating him will mean something. Beating a legend who was only good 11 years ago won't make a new star.
If only there was a video about if Edge was actually good.
Oh, controversial that one, Ollie. Very controversial there by some of the comments that were left on it, who clearly
Too much
hadn't
maths
actually watched
in
the
that.
video yet. There's no maths at all, Laurie. There's only science.
There's only science.
Adrian Morris. Sorry, it's not a lot, guys. Adrian, never apologize. Times are hard for me at the minute. Just want to say thank you for getting me through these hard times with your content and smart. You should be proud. Thank you. God bless. P.S. Shout out to No Rolls Barred. Yeah, I was a busy boy across channels yesterday because I had my Is Edge Actually Good video on partsFUNknown and my top 10 board games on No Rolls Barred. A lot of me yesterday. A lot of me going rounds.
Too much.
I would agree. Reece Johnson, good evening, everyone. Looking forward to tonight, even though the card is predictable. I think the matches should be decent quality. Got a theory about Money in the Bank. What do you think to it? Here's for a lovely time with the boys. Everything is fake door, so here it comes. Miz to hold the briefcase until Money in the Bank. Cashes in at the start for whoever wins the case that night. Hold on. Miz holds onto the case until Money in the Bank. Cash in at the start. Only for whoever wins the case that night to cash in on Miz at the end of the pay-per-view. 2 successful cash-ins on the same night. It adds another title to the Miz, but he's not the champ the next night. Excuse me, thoughts? I don't think I could hold on for because that's June. I don't think I can hold on for like another 4 months of Miz just walking around with the Money in the Bank, threatening to cash it in. Like that feels
doing
too
nothing
long.
with it. Yeah, and it's just it's not like I think the problem is with the Money in the Bank briefcase. It should feel like either a threat or like you want to see the outcome of it as a thing that actually is good. And I just think the problem with the Miz thing is he doesn't feel like a credible threat with it, and I don't think anyone wants to see him with the belt. So what's the point in this? It's just not drama.
Do you remember when they took it off him?
Yeah,
I do.
They
do you remember when he lost it? They reportedly
it's in May. That's still too long.
They reportedly took it off him because they thought they'd booked themselves into a corner and they couldn't figure out who he could cash it in on. So they got it off him. And then they put it back on him.
Sometimes
Cesaro's
you gotta make a
talking, by
rod
the
for
way.
your own back. Cesaro is cutting a little promo here. The Jam 1 Ryan Bijad, with all these punishment videos between Ollie, Andy, Petey, Chop Chop, when is WrestleTalk starting its OnlyFans? It's basically our Patreon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brandon Vaughan said, hey guys, jam that jam. Thank you for the support and content you guys provide. It really means much to a lot of us. Ollie, can you grant yourself the Money into the Jam lunchbox and just win back your championship? Can't wait for the Tempest Tat. Team Ollie, Money in the Jam.
I keep forgetting the Tempest Tat is a thing that has to happen.
Got a timer on screen.
Yes.
You're going to try to win the jam in the box?
1, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Who's ahead? Who's behind?
I'm
You're
way
like sub a
behind.
second.
You're behind, are you?
Yeah, I was like 5 seconds behind there. Let me refresh. See where that gets me.
Okay, well, I can give you a 10 countdown shortly.
Play live.
10, 9, 8, 7,
I'm
6,
further off.
5, 4, 3.
It's getting worse.
2. Okay, in which case, do you want to tell us where you are and we'll...
I'm now
pause the
8
countdown?
seconds away. Okay. So
Okay, we're now at 43.50. So tell us when
You
you
need-
get to that point.
okay, I'm getting to 50 in 3, 2, 1. Pause for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go.
That was tight.
So you should be seeing 37.
Yeah,
Ah,
sort
just
of. Yeah.
gone.
It was in the graphic, yeah.
Also, here's a
There you go.
replay of the supposed injury angle. He was put through the announce table, wasn't he?
Oh dear.
Yes.
Came down hard on his back, as a wrestler should.
I am annoyed that Bobby Lashley just picked up Keith Lee in a throwaway angle bit there. The whole match should be based around picking up Keith Lee.
Yeah, definitely. Like Keith Lee's dragged the whole match out of doing a suplex before.
Yeah.
You know.
We're there live for it. Stu, if the mystery man is in Ketamine Dan, I'm unsubscribing.
If the what is in Ketamine Dan?
If the mystery man is in Ketamine Dan in the Elimination Chamber.
He is. Did I tell you he is unironically excited for Snyder's Justice League cut?
No.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's trolling me.
The Jan 1 Ryan B. Jan, when you guys were picking your chamber spots, why didn't you guys pick the SmackDown chamber instead of the Raw one? There is more of a random chance to win the SmackDown one. Well, the title's in the Raw one, so that's why we picked that one.
Yeah.
It felt more
pretty
thematic. Will Landrum, I'm not watching the pay-per-view because WWE, but as always, I'm here to watch the best wrestling channel do what they do. Hashtag, I will always mark out for Ollie. Hashtag, wait, that's Mr. Davis. Hashtag, Ollie's raging pain.
Sounds like a good fan of yours.
Taylor.
Cheers.
Steve Taylor, is anyone else predicting the Fiend or Bliss will appear inside Orton's pod when the light shines on him just before it opens? That was your big prediction, wasn't it? In which so, I'm out of this game very quickly.
I think it could happen.
I hope it's not the reveal of the new Fiend. That's what I don't mind if there's a big Fiend bit that happens during the Elimination Chamber. I just don't want to see what he looks like. I don't want this to be the big reveal. I want that to be saved for its own thing.
You want it to be more a Bliss angle?
I think if they're going to do it, just do the pod goes up in flames with Orton inside it, and you don't know. It's not.
Like
it's
he
just
can't
said.
get
Probably,
out.
yeah, it's just said that it's the Fiend that removes him from the match. Everyone freaks out for a minute or two, and then everyone carries on with the match like nothing happened, as is going to have to be the case. Because that's the thing. Is like if you put the Fiend in there, he's going to have to do more than just appear, isn't he? I don't know. I think it just kills. I think it kills the momentum of the match if that happens.
Oh, we've got Billy Kay talking to MVP. Headshot.
Oddly, WrestleVotes have just tweeted 2 minutes ago, eyes emoji.
Ooh. What does that mean?
I don't
Billy
know.
Kay's trying to join the Hurt business. Yes.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
I would watch that. Although they are on different brands.
You got to respect the craft and the graph, though.
Are you guys ready for another countdown? I'm going to be doing one from 10 very, very shortly.
Oh, I've
here we
passed
go.
10.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
in which
past
case,
10 now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 40 minutes.
Wow, I'm at like 8 seconds ahead of you now.
Yeah,
How
me
do
and
we do
Laurie are
that?
at the same point.
I mean, this is the
which
problem.
is
We're all doing it through a slight delay, talking to each other anyway. So we're never going to quite be in sync.
No, quite end sync. Right. In which case, when it gets down to the next 10, I'm going to need you guys to pause and catch up with me.
Or you could you re-find it live? I don't know.
Yeah, why
The
don't
series
you?
is the next 10.
Because we're both on the level. If you go live and then pause yours to delay back with us. Oh, they're doing a replay. Well, they might explain what's going on with Asuka's title match now because they're replaying Lacey's pregnancy announcement. And
I just
there's
had Charlie
sort of
ask who was the father. That helps.
what is going on?
Who is the father?
Do you want a couple more hyperchats?
Yes.
Dartrain says, hello, WrestleTalk team. Ollie says the winner will take the pin in the match, but we don't know that emergency replacement always wins. God, I hope I'm wrong. Jam that jam. I think Ollie's theory on this, which I agree with, is that perhaps the idea was always Riddle was going to win and he needed to beat someone else, so then he doesn't beat Bobby Lashley. So Bobby Lashley loses his title without... But as you say, it could be whoever the replacement is that gets the win.
I just, looking at those names, John Morrison, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, and Elias, like Bobbles isn't dropping the title to any of them.
Unless it's Ricochet. It's got 3 weeks.
9125 says, good luck, everyone, especially the Enigma Pete. By the way, you can ask to say my name. Thanks. Flaming says, Luke, I've got a complaint on you. You keep saying Fozzy sucks. Jericho is a really great singer, and I won't hear you say otherwise. Pete, tell Denise that Taylor Swift was only good for her first or second album. Oh, sorry. Please tell Denise that Taylor Swift was only good for her first or second albums. What are you guys snacking tonight? Fozzy do suck, though. Like, Jericho's, maybe he's a great singer, but doesn't stop the band being rubbish.
And Tay-Tay's first 2 albums are great, country influenced, of course. But then when she went full pop, she's amazing. You cannot deny the stream of hits. What's your favorite Tay-Tay song, El Fagador?
I Knew You Were Trouble, or 22, or We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Hard to pick.
Style,
they all off the same
album.
Or I don't know.
Have you is Style off that album? Because that is an absolutely banging tune. That's a great number.
Whenever it's 7 a.m., I think in my head, it's 7 a.m. Da-dum-dum-dum. Da-dum-dum-dum. Ooh.
Okay. You're right.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're doing like a DraftKings thing, an advert. Free-to-play pool.
Yeah, I think like their live stream reactions to obviously going opposite ours are... Bad Bunny performed on Saturday Night Live with the 24/7 title.
Oh, I haven't watched that. Ratings.
Hey, do you know what? It could be. I'm surprised they didn't do a title switch, though. Should we
wore it on his knee?
Yeah. Should we do the interview portion of this, and we'll bring in the other members of the chamber? Fakador, I will hand it over to you as you can play the role of WWE generic interviewer.
I'm not just the WWE generic interviewer. I am the Jam That Champion. I am also represented by the current WWE champion, Drew McIntyre, in the Elimination Chamber. But let's start the interview portion because you guys are obviously all of the other contestants, losers in waiting for the match. Mr. Davis, you've got AJ Styles representing you inside the Chamber. What do you think about that? What do you think is going to make you the winner of the championship? Which obviously you're not going to be. Because it'll be me.
Well,
everything's Fakador.
What'll make AJ Styles win is if they don't go the Reigns Roman route and they want to do Reigns versus Styles potential. Sorry, Edge versus Styles. So you put the title on Styles here, and then Edge decides to cash his Royal Rumble shot against him. But my actual pick in my Wrestle League predictions is for the mystery man, Sheamus.
You actually put Sheamus. You didn't just say it for the prediction stream. You've actually
didn't just
put
say
it down.
no. It's canon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good luck losing. Luke, who have you got in the chamber? Who's your representative?
I've got Randall Keith Orton. He is my representative within all of this. Well, he's a 14-time champion, I think. He's won it a lot.
He's a many champion.
He is a man who has proven to be a ratings draw. He's a man to be a WrestleMania draw. He is a man that they really, really like. So there is every chance that they may look at his feud with The Fiend and say, like, do you know what that needs? The WWE Championship. Because let's not forget, but all of the Fiend, Bliss, Randy stuff is pulling in the best YouTube numbers. And if you're pulling in the best YouTube numbers, do you know what you're going to get? Push to the moon, baby. Mm-hmm. Cameron Grimes, Bitcoin, and then you can get the WWE Championship, and that will be the main event of WrestleMania. It's Fiend Randy, but for the title.
It's very clever to put all of the eggs that you have, like this really good story with the Fiend and Randy that's putting on the YouTube numbers, and then also the belt. Get that other egg, more of them in one basket. As we know from experience, many eggs in one basket is the best way to store your eggs.
It protects them. It's strength in eggs.
Yes, it's like if there's lots of ants together and they kind of fuse into that weird ant ball that they can do. Same with eggs.
Do the same. Rat King.
Rat King, Egg King. That's it. You put them all in a basket, you get an Egg King. Let's bring in, can we have Louis, please?
You want Louis? Yep, Louis, in he comes. Here he is.
Mr. Dangle, Mr. Danger. Who have you got in the chamber?
Kofi Kingston, the winner.
The winner.
The winner. Because look at him. Like, they've been building it for years. Like this Elimination Chamber big win for Kofi. Like over the last few months, I don't know how you can have watched WWE programming and not think that Kofi Kingston. It's between Kofi Kingston and Jeff Hardy, realistically. So, realistically, and listen, the fans, what they want to see, night 2 of WrestleJamia, is myself versus Andy Datson for the Jam. that is the draw. That is what fans. No, I don't love Everton. I really don't.
That's the big money. That's right. You're right. That is the big money match. You versus Andy for the championship is really what we would.
What fans want.
One of you like the Fiend will.
It's honestly what the fans want. I know you guys look at the YouTube numbers for WWE and how the stuff on WWE Raw does. Look at the YouTube numbers when Andy and I are on shows together. Like Wrestling Daily outdraws everything that you guys do. So put me and Andy in the main event of WrestleJamia, night 2.
I think this is a strong argument. It's a strong business-minded argument. But I believe somebody else has something to say about that. That somebody else is represented by a certain Jeff Hardy inside the Elimination Chamber. Bring in Chopper Pete. Charismatic enigma. On Pete, get an entrance. Yes, that's
hell yeah. I need you guys to do the music for me. Come on.
No.
Oh god.
Thanks to you guys.
Very
big. Look at them.
Pete, you were at a children's birthday party earlier today.
Yeah. It went really well. I thought it went over really, really good. Children loved it. So it was a good time.
And how's the mesh shirt?
Itchy. Really is quite itchy. It's
honestly, Pete,
it's not great.
I mean, I've got to say, minus the face paint, you do look like me when I went to Reading Festival in 2001. It's all I can think of.
It's not great. It's not great, mate. Be honest.
Was that where you saw your first ever pair of boobies?
No, that was the year. That was the year before.
Year before.
It was Reading Festival 2000 during Rage Against the Machine. My first pair. Were like live in person.
I'm stunned you didn't see another pair with this getup. You know,
well, it was pink, and I don't know. Like it didn't get. Actually, I had a girlfriend at the time, so I didn't need to go out there and pull any ladies while I was at Reading Festival 2001. But that's by the by. That's a different story for another time. How are you?
Quite quick. You got one set of boobs the year before, and then suddenly you locked it up.
And suddenly nothing. Yeah.
God,
no.
Goodness me.
Pete, also,
we have to continue
I don't know how these eyes look, by the way, because I couldn't see them. Because when you shut your eyes, you can't see. So it's kind of hard to paint on eyes. So I tried, but they probably look a bit crap.
There we go. There's Big Pete. Go on, give us them again.
Ooh,
You look like a fish.
Tell.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Kind of works, but it kind of looks like you've got something in your eye. You painted eyes on, but those eyes are like conjunctivitis-y. Like
Yes, they are. It's because I had to rush to do them very, very quickly just before I joined, and they were still wet. So I was literally going there, just like dry. But it wasn't quite happening. So they've kind of all melded together a little bit.
So I saw you doing this, but I thought you were practicing this. as I saw you in the bottom corner, I'm like, why is he doing? He's drying his eyes.
Right, we've got a very short amount of time before this match starts. But the charismatic Chopper, please tell us why you think Jeff Hardy will represent you well inside the Elimination Chamber.
He won't. He's not winning.
Good. I think that settles that.
Right. Thanks. Good work, everyone.
I love this comment from Jordan Trapolino, looking like every villain from Star Trek Beyond.
That is a reference I like. That's the sort of reference I want to see on a WrestleTalk live stream.
So what happened to Everton? Was there a football today?
Yeah, I believe it was yesterday. I believe they did 2 footballs against them yesterday. And it was like the first time they did a football against them since like 19 something or other.
Wow.
Yeah, like it was a big football thing. And it was such a big football thing that my mum texted me about it, and I was on a phone call with her today, and I was like, I don't know what happened, Mum. You're gonna have to tell me what happened. And my mum was, and then my mum told me what happened. And I was like, yeah, that sounds grand old time.
I'm just going to add Louis back in. Football. There we go. He likes to hear it.
He did like to do it. And they did a football against Louis' football team. So I think Louis is a bit upset because I think they haven't done a lot of football at the moment, Louis' team.
I mean, he supports Liverpool?
Yeah, they've definitely have not done a lot of football. And they did a lot of football last year because they won the football last year. But this year, not so much.
What's a game of two halves, though, isn't it?
To Liverpool.
Say again?
Am I coming in to explain my tie?
Go on, Louis. What's your...
So my dad...
Did you just have a bedspread when you were younger? Because that's how I chose my football team.
I did have that. But my dad is Iranian Israeli. So when he came over here from Israel, there was an Israeli footballer playing for Liverpool. And if you can't tell by my accent, I also live in Liverpool.
He doesn't.
Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke.
It was a joke, you see. Oh. And the joke was, he doesn't.
Wait a minute, he doesn't.
So I had an idea because Denise is on the bump, isn't she?
She is on the bump. She is on WWE's live stream reactions today. She actually, and like, let's not be. She told us that I thought we were going to try and kayfabe the fact that she wasn't in the Royal Jamble by the fact that she, had other things that she used to do, rather than she just big leagued us and turned us down to do her own thing. And then I was trying to kayfabe it on the WrestleTalk podcast, and she just went like, "Oh no, I just didn't want to do your stream." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we're just being open and honest about it.
Ouch! I was gonna say this is probably terrible for our own video's performance, but whenever Denise appears on the live reactions in WWE, everyone just go there and watch her. And then flood out when she's off the screen again.
Right, yeah. So it makes it look like she's the huge draw.
Yeah. But if she says that, screw her. She's dead to me.
No, she's the best. She just like basically it's because she needs to do her own live show. She needs to take her own notes. She can't be like me who just relies on Ollie's notes the day after the podcast review.
So there is so much branded content on this pay-per-view. Did you just see the Chevrolet sponsored series that Samoa Joe's doing of interviews?
I did not.
When we were doing the interviews. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a segment on the bump where Samoa Joe sits in front of a giant car and talks about a wrestler's career with Big E or Rhea Ripley. But it was in association with Chevrolet. And now they've got the DraftKings sponsorship.
Here's my question I have. It's a fatal 4-way, so there's no DQs. So why are Retribution just standing around on the outside not doing anything?
Because that's what you don't expect.
While their man gets beaten up?
They're all about breaking the conventional systems of power, and the expectations of that is for them to interfere because they're heels. But they're one step ahead of you.
F the man.
Are either of you watching? You can't get you out of my head.
No, I'm currently watching
on BBC iPlayer.
That's pretty much taking up all my time.
Laurie, do it. It's incredible. You ever watched any Adam Curtis before?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It's his latest video essay series, and it's 480 minutes long, and it's incredible. It's just tying together loads of different bits of society across the world over the course of 70 years.
The thumbnail has got the demon from Death Note on it, right?
Potentially.
I think so, yeah, because I said to Kate, I was like, oh, I really want to check that out. So I need to give that a watch.
So Adam Curtis is the guy that occasionally does little documentary bits on Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe.
That's it, yeah.
But he's done loads of famous ones. Hypernormalization. Power of Nightmares was a big one in the noughties. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm glued to it. But there's wrestling on.
I enjoyed that convoluted 4-way spot. I will say that.
Oh,
I really enjoyed that. The roll through.
All that for a roly-poly.
I am bearing in mind I am like about 8 seconds behind you guys.
Do you want to pause yours for 8? I think you're exactly 8 seconds in front of us.
Yeah, but that's not going to help, is it? No, I think I'm 8 seconds behind you.
Well, did you see the roly-poly thing?
As in Mustafa Ali's roly-poly thing?
Yeah, so you saw that before we did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm now ahead.
I don't know how that happened. Chop.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, you need to pause.
Chop.
Oh, Ricochet's not taking it. I'm not gonna take it.
I miss Ricochet.
I miss anyone from NXT.
Yeah, I know. I really miss Ricochet. Proper Ricochet.
What was the last thing he did on TV?
Got beat by Brock Lesnar at Saudi Arabia.
No.
The last good thing he did on TV was when he went back to NXT and did that really wicked, sweet flying drop kick. Just out of nowhere.
With Cedric Alexander.
Laurie, have you been watching NXT? I explicitly told you to stop watching that show.
Yes, I've been watching NXT.
How dare you?
Wasn't TakeOver good? Wasn't TakeOver good?
It was so good.
Goodness me. Wasn't it funny when that table fell down of its own accord?
It just shows that NXT's rubbish. That bit.
Yeah, they can't even glue a table together.
Rinky dink.
I would much rather wrestlers, try not to hurt themselves and actually gimmick weapons and stuff.
It's a great choice.
So I'm all for fully over tables.
Oh, a choke slam.
It's a good choke slam.
That helps the Ricochet selling. Yeah. Jump 10 foot in the air. I just can't believe they can't work out anything. This is a man who can do a backflip from sat down. I don't know how they can't think of anything to do with him.
I actually forgot Morrison was in this match for a second.
I think Morrison face turn down the line.
Oh, mate, yeah, absolutely. Just get him away from Miz. I think him being with Miz is really dragging him down. But which is odd because they're in the main event position.
Oh. I don't like the Morrison and Miz pairing at all. I think they've been very interesting.
Morrison's hang time is ludicrous.
Retribution are really just watching this, not getting very involved, are they?
Well, this is what
very
I was saying.
Polite, very polite.
So stupid, so silly that they're just not getting involved. Like your man could get into the US title match.
Also, Elias does have a second. Morrison technically has a second. Why aren't they also both out there? Apart from COVID safety precautions.
Oh, like that's going to stop them. Remember the Undertaker retirement segment?
Let's get all of these people in an at-risk age category together.
Yeah. Just bring out Michael P.S. Hayes. Why?
Hey, Hayes was wearing a mask.
Had his mouth open.
That way.
Yeah, still
trying. In his eyes.
That was a wicked suplex, by the way, from Ricochet. It was like a half Nelson thing. Oh.
It's a bit where he bounced off his back and then had to like plonk his head down to catch himself.
And do you know what else is really good? Mustafa Ali. He's bloody brilliant. He's banging.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Now here comes Retribution. Surely.
There we go. Now, there you go.
Oh, they look like
just
such
hold
losers.
There you go. Oh no, Mustafa, are you okay? We're going to hold you here really obviously while Ricochet thinks about jumping on us.
Ricochet.
Oh, it was a trap, though. Not on the apron. Not on the apron.
No. Post.
They're going to shield powerbomb him.
Oh. Luke, you need to pause.
I know, I am. Sorry. I've been trying to... Oh, Morrison.
Oh, my God.
It's Morrison.
John Morrison's going to face Bobby Lashley.
Morrison's definitely not winning, though, is it? Which means... I mean, I've changed my prediction to Riddle.
It could sow the seeds. If Morrison got a title, it could sow the seeds of tension with him and Miz.
And then Miz cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase to take on Morrison for no reason.
Sure.
That's something to do. That's something to do with it.
No. He lost it and they put it back on him. That makes way more sense what you just said.
Right, let's get in some ultra chat. Gratitude King says, "Hey legends, one way I'd like to see AEW WWE work together is to do a tournament for a cup called the John Huber Cup. Also, you have the third Uso, but is Chopper now the third Hardy?" Someone actually did have a chap in the thing saying calling him the third Hardy, which I very much enjoyed. Will Landrum said, "Howl's Moving Castle for the first time, Mr. Davis. Have you seen Princess Mononoke? It's actually the very first Asian-style animation I can remember seeing. I was 8. My 2 cats are now named Ashitaka and Mononoke." Mr. Davis, nice. Raging Peen.
Yeah, I've Raging Peen, of course. I've seen all of Ghibli, pretty much. But weirdly, I've just never seen Howl's Moving Castle. So we put that to rest today. I've not seen Ponyo either. So that's the next one. I don't think I've completed the set.
Ponyo's
not brilliant, but the animation's awesome. The bit where she's like running along the waves is wicked.
Also, but someone keeps saying in the chat that my mic's really quiet. Is my mic quiet?
No, I think you're normal levels. I just think you're, keeping it down.
I'm trying to keep it down. I was going to say, like, I literally cannot go any louder. I can try and see if I can. Oh no, that's the wrong one. See if I can...
I've got to catch up on my notes. Sorry. Can't believe Ali took the pin when Elias was right there.
Matt Field says, "Here's the one thing I miss working behind bars: pulling a Guinness from a tap. Just the satisfaction of watching it settle, then topping up for the perfect pour. Also, come on, lukewarm Luke Owen, aka the People's Champ. Yeah, let's go, Randy Orton. Okay, I've got a timer up on screen, guys. 21, 20, 19,
perfect.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 minutes remaining."
What are you up to, Terry?
What's Terry up to?
I don't know. He's just sitting at the door, doing nothing.
I feel like I'm watching a BBC News viral clip. And it... When a kid comes into the...
He doesn't like if a door is shut. He'll just stand outside it and meow until it's opened. So I have to leave this open ever so slightly, and he's decided that's where he's going to sit. You okay?
How's his testicles?
Gone. See ya. Don't need them. Not where you're going, mate.
Probably for the best, though, right?
Bloody house cat, ain't you?
Was that a power play, or was it for his own good?
Well, that's why he's just turned heel on me a second ago. So
I think
Paranormal Captivity.
That's good. I think that deserved a good laugh. Squidge22 says, excuse me, Ollie drank Guinness from a can and now he has a small peen. It's scientifically proven. Jam that gem, peen that peen. You see what I mean? Like, no one ever goes after like Fakador for doing it, but if Ollie does it. Hey, do you know
to be
who's
fair,
watching,
I could
Davis?
stand to lose a little bit.
Do you know who is watching, Davis? DX Solo is here. I am here. Happy to watch along with you lot. Alison is coming down from Crafting Mountain to watch along as well. I know that it's WWE, but what match from Revolution are you most looking forward to? For me, it's the Sting match. JK, it's Mox Omega. Yeah.
I don't know if, I mean, obviously I am looking forward to Moxie Omega, but there's also, we just got a shucky ducky quack quack, folks. God.
He said the thing.
There is a bit of me that feels a little bit anxious about that match, though. Exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah. As I said, like, I was talking to Denise about this. Like, I was talking to Denise about this on Friday. Like, there is every chance that people could watch and be like, it's a bit rubbish. And actually, it looks a bit hokey in 2021. The match I'm actually really looking forward to is the ladder match, because I mean, I love a ladder match at the best of times. And now there's 6 people in it, one of which is Pentagon, one of which is Scorpio Sky, could be Ray Phoenix, because it's Ray Phoenix versus Lance Archer as a qualifying match this Wednesday. You put Ray Phoenix in that match as well? Yes, please, mate. Like, I'm well in for that.
Murray, what's your thoughts on the exploding barbed wire death match? Because we haven't actually spoke about it.
What's my thoughts on it? More of it. More exploding, more barbed wire. I want all of these. No, I think it could be hokey. I don't think people respond brilliantly to. I think there's a niche part of an audience that loves these kind of hardcore matches, and then there's a wider audience that actually just goes. It just turns people off, and I don't think it's on a show where I think you're trying to bring back a lot of people as well because of Sting. Maybe it's not the best time to also do that match, but
that's a good point.
I don't know. I think it kind of works. It's kind of counterintuitive to what they're trying to achieve with Sting, which is bringing a kind of casual audience that maybe dropped out of wrestling. So
you've got Sting and you've also got Shaq just 5 days beforehand on Go Home Dynamite. So you're going to have a lot of new viewers. And if they do tune in for the pay-per-view, they're going to see something, unavoidably divisive.
Yeah, but Ollie, here's the thing, though, is that Arn Anderson just told me on a podcast that no one watches wrestling for celebrity thing. They watch it for wrestling. So, like, AEW would never be so stupid and tasteless to have a celebrity involved in a wrestling match. They're not hokey nonsense. They would never have Snoop Dogg do a splash. They would never have Mike Tyson get into an altercation with Chris Jericho or Shaquille. This Bad Bunny thing is a terrible experiment. So I completely believe Arn Anderson.
Did Arn Anderson say that?
Yeah, he did it on his podcast
recently.
Recently, like it was over the weekend talking about Bad Bunny, and everyone was like, "Oh, Arn, mate, literally, like Shaq is on the show in a week's time."
In an angle that he's heavily involved in, he picked the tag partner for Cody to go against Shaq.
I know.
Do you guys want to hear Arn Anderson's direct?
Sorry, mate. You don't just take yourself into this stream. I'm in charge here. Sorry, no, I kid, of course. What are you going to say, mate?
Do you want to hear what Arn Anderson actually had to say? Because it's quite amusing. The blatant hypocrisy, which did pop me because I just like if I can
because you love NXT.
Yeah,
and you hate AEW.
So he goes as another story quickly before this. Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio that a bunch of 55-year-old white men don't know about Bad Bunny, and he shouldn't be on WWE, or like he's not as big a Latino star as WWE thinks he is. And he was saying that WWE don't know that because they're a bunch of 55-year-old white men. As a 61-year-old white man himself, I
think he's probably right though that WWE don't know how big of a star that he is.
Oh no, sorry. He was saying that he's WWE thinks he's a bigger star than he is.
Like they're overestimating.
Yes.
Right. Which is then they're very wrong. He's very wrong.
Yeah, he was like, look at the merchandise. He brought in like 500,000. He's fine. But On said, I don't know anything about Bad Bunny. If they're not big fans, then what are they doing on our show? Wrestling fans are dedicated to a wrestling show and wrestlers. They are not there to see Hollywood stars or anything of that nature. It's an aggravation to them when they don't know who it is. If I don't know who it is, I just watch their performance on the show and critique it for what it is. Wrestling fans get pissed when it's their downtime. The celebrities that we've had over the years have nothing to do with wrestling whatsoever. You can't just see it from the fan. You can just see it from the fans. The fact is, there's a place. It's probably the rest of the world that's not America. If he's a big star, then there's probably a reason for it, but I don't see it.
That is... Wow. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal literally has done Hollywood movies.
Yeah. I was like, if you saw that quote and took out Bad Bunny for Shaquille O'Neal, I would feasibly think he was talking about Shaquille O'Neal.
The exact same thing. Yeah. Incredible. Incredible lack of self-awareness. Flame Inc. says, Ollie, when are you going to get El Fakador about drinking from a can, yet you drink your tea with way too much milk? Fakador, how is Cathor doing? Does he still hate you for removing his balls, which are bigger than Ollie's?
He does, yeah. Had a swipe at me earlier. He's gone somewhere else now. Probably to stare at his food bowl. He likes to do that. It's his favourite game.
Alucard Lacarte says, more proof that anime and wrestling are exactly the same thing. My partner sent me a similar "you're being too loud" text message 15 minutes into watching Dragon Ball Super Broly over Zoom with friends. Anime that jam.
Nice use of Zoom. I was saying to my lady partner today, I'm really excited about this because it's like one of the only things I get to share with other people. Do you know what? Like, it's not like I might play a game or something with my mates, but we don't all sit down to watch something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I agree.
Give it a go. Get your Adam Curtis thing on, and
I've done a couple of like watch along things during lockdown, like with my sister-in-law. We like just pick a film, and then at the same time say we're going to start it in 3, 2, 1, and then watch a film together. It's quite nice, but also at the same time, you do feel like you're just watching a film. And then occasionally would like you just sort of laugh together as opposed to just chat. And I think what's great about doing these watch-alongs with you guys is we tend to just chat rather than watch the wrestling, which I'm sure some people really don't like us doing. But I quite enjoy. It's quite nice to just chat to you guys.
Do you have your person on a screen while you're watching the movie?
Yeah, so just on a laptop, just off to the side.
It's weird. It's all weird. It's all so weird.
Luke looks well cozy. I am, mate. I'm wearing my cardigan, although I'm a bit hot now.
You're hot.
Phil Roberts.
Think about my poor face.
At least you haven't got like a Tempest mask that like literally Tempest mask compresses his face. You guys don't get to see this, but after Quizlemania, when Tempest takes it off, his nose is so red because it's just being pushed into his face for the entire like 4 hours that we do Quizlemania for.
I will say that nobody told Tempest to wear a mask.
Very true.
I didn't have a choice. Pigeon showed up with a mask one day.
We all did say, like, the brain, Brian Tempest. The brain. That's a great gimmick. He went for the mask.
He was like, no, I've got to be Tempest.
And he bought one too small.
The wrestler.
Can always buy a new one.
Could always buy a new one.
Could you describe on the top of your head what Tempest's mask actually looks like? Like, what's the actual pattern? Because I think he could replace it and no one would notice.
It looks like Rey Mysterio's mask. Like, it's literally Rey Mysterio's mask by the looks of things.
So just get a different mask.
Has it got lightning bolts?
It's got like swirls, I think, on it and stuff. And it's got like the T at the
like
top.
red with
it's got a T.
I
think
Phil
it's
Roberts
blue.
says, it is blue.
It's blue with green and yellow.
Blue, green, yellow. That's it. Yeah. Phil wrote, said, I've always made my own narrative to paper over WWE storytelling cracks, like with a bad porno. Surely that pizza boy will get fired returning to the shop without money or the pizza. Maybe they'll just blame it on T-Bon. Okay, that's fine. Carry on. Brandon41 says, hi, Luke. Can you please tell Adam that my super chat regarding Melina's entrance was not meant to come across the way it did? I was more asking how she learned to do the split. Ollie, thanks for letting me use the audio snippet of Andy for my stream.
Oh, that's someone who they emailed in and they very kindly asked us for permission to use Andy's holla, holla, song that he did. That's their Twitch notification when they get a new subscriber or get a super chat or whatever. And I said, well, yeah, of course you can use it, but like, I think it's going to work against you, man. Choose a better noise.
We actually had a super chat in during the Quizlemania stream that someone said, you guys keep saying it wrong as well. She's not saying holla holla. She's saying Kelly Kelly. She's going Kelly Kelly. And like everyone, all of us there were like, no. And Melina was like, no, it's definitely holla. She's definitely saying holla.
I think more wrestler entrances should just say the name.
Like Pokemon.
Oh, you know what? Like Pete and Andy were talking about this on the SmackDown. Pete and Andy were talking about this on the SmackDown podcast over the weekend, being like, there are not many people do it. And then Pete just goes, I mean, Apollo does it. It's literally his entrance music is Apollo! And then his music starts. Daniel Berlin says, WrestleVotes just tweeted an eye emoji, and I don't know what to think. Predictions?
Have there been any replies? Should I check in on that?
Yeah.
I mean, usually that indicates like something stupid is going to happen, right?
It's either that, or usually when they tweet that out, it's because they have posted like a report on their Twitter feed that is actually going to happen tonight. That's usually what they do when they do that sort of thing, or they post like a GIF of something to kind of like indicate, oh, that thing that we reported a few weeks ago? Yeah, it's happening now.
Let me have a scroll through, see what they've reported recently.
Hold on. Pete's in. Hey, Pete.
They tweeted an eye emoji because Jeff Hardy's got eyes on his eyelids. Jeff Hardy's winning.
No.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Blake Carpenter says, hello, Luke, Fakador, and Doinky Davis. Always love watching along with the boys. Book your dream Elimination Chamber match. Any WWE wrestlers from any era.
So just a 6-man, right?
Mm-hmm. Austin, Rock, Mankind, Taker, like 99 Taker.
Rikishi.
98 Kane. And 2000 Kurt Angle.
Al Snow.
When did you grow up? When did you become a wrestling fan, Luke? So varied.
I know, right?
I'd have Bruno Sammartino. I'd have...
Name another wrestler from that period.
The Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle. CM Punk, there you go.
Charles Berg says, I've been really enjoying No Rolls Barred. What are your thoughts on Scythe, or Scythe rather? Also, no matter how old I get, Sorry will always be my favorite game of all time. I'd also like to let Ollie know when he finds buttermilk to make my recipe, make sure it's cultured.
Oh, okay.
I've not played Scythe. What about you, Larry?
I've not played it either. I've heard very good things about it though.
I've heard great things about it as well. My brother messaged me his favorite games yesterday because he was like, I enjoyed your video so much that my girlfriend asked me what mine are. So I had a spare 3 hours. So I basically just got together. I went onto Board Game. Actually, I can tell you the exact same thing he said. He said, I checked my logged games on Board Game Geek for this year, added them to my Gaming Geek Out maximized spread list, then narrowed down the 219 games based on my rating, number of plays, and then I think this is my top 10. Here it is. And then he just listed out his top 10 games.
What's the number one?
It was Arkham Horror, the card game.
Arkham Horror card game is great.
Lost Cities, Everdell, which is brilliant. Whitehall Mystery, Gloomhaven, Innis, Flamme Rouge, which is also great. Concordia, Mahjong, and Captain Sonar, because of course, Captain Sonar.
I like Captain Sonar.
The show is beginning.
You love to hear it. Usually, unless it starts Raw.
Oh god, when it starts Raw, I'm just like, it's usually like 6:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. I'm like, oh no. Please be good.
I bought Villainous last night because of Luke. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's brilliant. I think
the Villainous is wicked. Really fun. I didn't put it on my list because I knew it was going to be in your list.
Thanks, mate.
Try not to double up too much.
Well, I know, even though I knew you were definitely having Smash Up on your list, I was like, I can't not put Smash Up on my list.
Love Smash Up. Okay, here we go. How many tons of steel?
20 billion.
More every time. Every time you look, there's more.
Well, now they've got padding on there, so it has to be more steel.
Pete, you're going to have to repaint your face because Jeff's got a different face paint.
Oh,
get to it, Pete.
Quite cool to see it built, though.
He's done red, Pete. You've done it wrong. Pete.
He's got red
annoyed.
Oh no, almost actually.
Come on, Randy. I genuinely do think that Randy could win tonight, and they'll do Randy Fiend for the title.
I'm feeling Sheamus. I'm feeling Sheamus, fella. Of course, Sheamus is our mystery man. Yeah.
TBA.
I do love the Elimination Chamber. I think it's a great match.
You know what's interesting, though? So I've always thought this as well, but then we had the question on the Friday mailbag show asking, what's your favorite chamber match? And I could not think of my answer because I can't think of like I can think of chamber spots. But like I think, and I said to it on like my favorite chamber spot is that Daniel Bryan Santino, like last two. But then I could not have told you who the other four people in that match were.
What about what's the RVD one where he like broke Triple H?
That's the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah. Probably the first one's the best one then.
That's what everyone always says.
That's with Michaels and the Brown. The old poo tights.
It was poo tights, yeah. Everyone tends to go for the first one.
I think underrated, and it's not really a spot, but obviously when Kofi was in the chamber, the bit where he just hops up onto the pod and gets right in Brian's face. That moment is unbelievable.
Oh, SmackDown match opening.
I thought it might be because then I think that the main event of the show will then be them versus Roman Reigns. But like they said on SmackDown, it's directly.
I thought it was going to happen. Right? Yeah, happening immediately afterwards, which is a cooler story for heel heat.
It makes more sense.
In which case, then does that mean we're getting a title change if the Raw one's main eventing?
Oh,
right.
Spicy.
We have got more Hyperchats. We have also got 3,000 people combined watching across both WrestleTalk and WrestleTalk Podcast. Thank you all so much for joining us. But it is good to remind you all that this is all moving to the WrestleTalk Podcast channel as of tomorrow. I mean, it's tomorrow technically now. Monday, the Elimination Chamber review will only be on the WrestleTalk Podcast channel. So please do go over there and subscribe. But thank you so much for joining us. The Jam One Ryan B. Jam says, Luke, your Is Edge really good video. Make me think, who are your top 5 Canadian wrestlers? To me, it'd be Bret Hart, Jericho, Edge, Piper, Trish, in that order, with an honorable mention to Owen Hart. I mean, I'd have to have Christian on that list. Jericho is definitely on that list. Edge is easily on that list.
Can you have Benoit?
I mean, yeah. So it's rough to have it now. Yeah. But at the time, Owen's got to be on my list. I love Owen Hart. And Brett, it's hard. Like Canada's got a great pedigree. Like it's kind of one of their gimmicks as they do produce some of the best wrestlers.
Here we go.
Lance Storm. Billy Joyner says, back from a long break from the internet for mental health reasons and ready for a lovely time with the boys. Will we see Mr. WrestleTalk versus El Fakador grudge match anytime soon? I don't know if Mr. WrestleTalk will ever make a return to the channel. I just used it to ask him
to get my job back. WrestleTalk.
I was only reminded of it recently because I did a bit of my Edge video out in the snow. So I put on a hat to keep myself a bit toasty, and it has like toques on it. And someone said, well, it looks like Mr. WrestleTalk's back.
I can't believe you just put on just a hat to keep yourself toasty in the snow. I didn't put a coat or a jumper or doesn't make any sense, Luke.
The reason why fake door is because I didn't really know where to attach the microphone then. Because I was going to put a scarf on and everything, but I couldn't clip the mic to anything. So I was like, well, I'll just put it on my
Clip
t-shirt.
it to the inside of a jacket.
Well, I've had a thought about it, but I was also in a rush because I didn't want the snow to melt.
How quickly was the snow melting?
It wasn't melting until it took 3 days to melt. But it got so cold out there, my wedding ring nearly fell off because my finger shrunk.
What?
Yeah, honestly, like I was like gestating with my hands, and I could feel my wedding ring like flitting around my finger, nearly falling off.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right, I tell you what, because we are opening with the SmackDown Chamber match, it feels only right that we should have all the participants in tonight's Chamber, except for the Mystery Man. Here comes Louis, here comes Pete. We're all in the Chamber match. That was
my prediction, by the way. If the Raw Chamber is the one that's main eventing, here's my prediction for why it's going to main event. Brock Lesnar's coming back. And he's going to make it and it's going to be a no contest finish.
Brock Lesnar is going to pull each individual strand of chain out of the chamber to get into it. It's going to pull it all down.
Is that the eyes emoji?
Paul Heyman's busy with Roman Reigns. So based on the teasers a few weeks ago, could Shane McMahon be Brock Lesnar's new manager?
Oh, good God.
And then we get Brock versus Braun at WrestleMania.
No. Is Pete gone?
No, Pete's frozen. Pete's frozen.
Oh, no.
I thought he was just staring at me for my comment. But no, I mean, Brock Lesnar comes in to face Drew, managed by Sheamus after the teases of Sheamus. To manage Brock. Shane McMahon comes in to manage Brock Lesnar to face Drew McIntyre, which plays off the teases of Drew and Shane from a few weeks ago.
I mean, George Todd brings up a great point. The last time Denise did a live stream with WWE, it was Hell in a Cell. That had no contest finish.
That's why they've got her back, to be like, that's great.
I might be back.
You with us?
My internet's very unstable. You guys are cutting in and out all the time.
Oh, Pete. Hope you can stay with us, bud. Can you guys?
I hope so too. Otherwise, this has gone to waste.
Oh, it's definitely not gone to waste.
Oh, Pete.
Think about when you wake up and that's imprinted on your pillow tomorrow. It's not a waste, is it?
Well, we did get a social media post out of it. So there's always
his own potato painting of his own pillows. Here he is.
Imagine if it was
That's
Seth.
A corpse.
Imagine Seth instead of King Corbin. This match would be perfect. And I quite like King Corbin. He just doesn't fit this match.
He provides stuff. He's always good.
He's got actually a very good moveset. I quite like it, but who do we all think's winning this? Who did we say in our predictions?
Oh God, who did I say? Yes, Cesaro.
I think all of us said
Cesaro.
I hope Cesaro, but I could see it being Kevin.
Oh yeah, me too. Could totally see it being KO.
So I've gone back through WrestleVoters' tweets to see what their eyes might have been on. They did have the WrestleMania creative meeting tweet that Edge versus Reigns, Belair versus Banks, and Autumn versus Wyatt. It's maybe Autumn winning to set up Bray.
I heard a potential WrestleMania match. Not that it could be set up here, but if it is what I heard it is eye-worthy. Pete's gone again.
Yeah,
Pete's out.
Pete's internet's bad.
The WrestleMania match I heard is definitely sort of eye emoji worthy.
Well, this is what you've heard, not through reading stuff online. This is stuff you've heard about?
through speaking to people.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is fiery.
Well,
I like this.
Will I have a good thumbnail for tomorrow's news?
I don't know if it's being built here, but if I've told you. Oh no, I haven't told you.
Right in the chat.
What did you hear?
I'm not.
Pete's restarting his router, folks.
Okay, I'm just going to message you, Laurie, just in case no one wants to know.
Some cool fire there from Kevin Owens, just headbutting the chamber.
That was really
while
cool.
Jay comes out.
I actually think of all the people, if it's going to main event, that if it's not going to go straight after this, the Roman thing. Yeah. If it's not going to main event, then I think like Jey Uso. Sorry, if it is going to main event, I think Jey Uso versus Roman is the most main event worthy. We've had too much KO. I actually think that's the one that you're going to make people want to come back for.
I think Cesaro. I think people are really into Cesaro. He's doing great work, and it builds to another Fastlane match, which I'd be all in for, like a proper match.
It's great to set up. It's great to set up another singles match by having the person beat you in the first match.
No, it's all right. The fact he's gone through and eliminate. If say Cesaro starts out, which it looks like he is, goes through the whole chamber. Goes through the whole chamber and then gets beaten by Roman. That's effective enough heel heat for Roman, but still, I think you can get another match out of Cesaro without it feeling all right. He's already beaten Cesaro. We don't need to see it again.
You're right. It's the sort of push that will never make a full big star, but it will satisfy a B pay-per-view. So yeah.
Exactly.
Oh wait, a B pay-per-view is the first pay-per-view of the Peacock Premium era.
That's a fair point. Peacock Premium. You got to put the cock in Peacock.
Got to put the peen in Peacock.
There's no peen in Peacock. There's no.
If you look hard enough, there is.
There's no N for November.
It's not pronounced peacock.
Peacock.
Peacock penium.
While this video package is going on, I'm going to do a few hyperchats. Stu says, so Denise didn't do the Royal Jamble with you because she doesn't like doing watch-alongs. Now she's doing a watch-along with WWE. Have a word with her on Friday. No, she does like doing watch-alongs. It's because she has to take her own notes. But then again, WWE's quite a big fish, so she's doing work with them. That's fair enough for me.
We're a bigger fish. Who's got more live views right now?
I'm checking right now.
It's probably them. Stu said
it wasn't in the Rumble.
It is.
I think it was. They had like 40,000 people during the Rumble.
Did they?
I hope we have 41 at the point.
And we have like 3.5.
How many they got now, Louis?
They have 9,000.
They're a bit beyond. Okay, they're a bit beyond us.
Listen, you do it relative to subscribers. We're really out. The rate. Think about the ratio.
That's a good point. They need to split their content off into different channels. That's what I'm going to pitch to Vince.
They need WWE
channels.
The bump.
The bump gets its own channel. Stu says, I like the lighting in your room, Laurie. What product do you use?
What product do I use? I can't remember what it's called. It's some sort of... It's like an ice light. I can't remember what it's called.
So it looks like we're starting off with Cesaro and Jay.
And Jay's in a chamber.
Oh, is it? Cesaro and Brian. Yeah, Cesaro and Brian.
In that case, lovely.
Yes, please.
maybe don't unlock the pods.
DXolo says Pete looks more like Jeff Hardy.
Sounds like an indie gimmick. Someone that pretends to be Jeff Hardy.
Pretty sure I saw Jeff Hardy at the Reading Hexagon in 2000.
The Gilbert of Hardy acts.
I'm surprised
WWE WWF knockoff shows. I used to love the WWF knockoff shows.
No.
You know, you get to be a wrestler as The Rock or another wrestler as Steve Austin.
And there'll be a Power Ranger as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn's
SmackDown's
so
mid-card.
good.
SmackDown's mid-card outside of Baron Corbin is so much better than Raw's.
The thing is, this isn't the mid-card. This is the main event.
Yeah, but it feels like the mid-card. But it's like it feels like a mid-card that's a main event scene. That's more what I'm saying. Whereas, I mean, you looked at that US title 4-way thing they just had then. It's like 4 jabronis that no one gives a fuck about, and that's Raw's mid-card.
Luke, swear jar. But the problem is, like, SmackDown's main event is actually just Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So the mid card is
just true.
It's Roman Reigns and whichever family member he's decided to bring along that week.
There's Drew, there's Goldberg, there's Randy, there's the Fiend,
there's the Miz,
there's Sheamus,
Shamey,
there's Jeff
Lobsterhead.
Oh, Jeffrey's back.
Oh,
Jeff's back, but he said I think he's still having some issues with his router.
Oh, it says we're cutting in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Ah, he put all that effort into his face paint.
The hardware boys is letting him down.
Here we go.
Now.
Yeah, let's never open the pods. Let's just let this go.
Mm-hmm.
Let it run and run.
We could have Pete in. Should we just add Pete in, see what happens?
Let's go for it. We're bringing you in, Pete. Hey there, mate.
Hello.
You seem okay.
Yeah. It's totally fine. And then it will just suddenly go for no reason.
Right.
It's been doing this all day. It's great.
Now?
It was really fun trying to play D&D earlier. Just kept cutting in and out all the time. Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan, though. That makes me happy.
Cesaro's worn the non-TV safe trunks. Goodness me.
He's wearing trunks.
Oh, he's got
with the TV cameras. Come on,
Why
mate.
does
this is your first rodeo?
Why does certain patterns do that, Laurie?
Because they're too tight.
They're too tight on Cesaro's.
The checks are too tight.
Oh,
on the Swiss man. The check is too tight on the Swiss man, and it's It means it's I don't actually know why. It's just when it's really tight patterns that cameras can't deal with it.
I feel like cameras can do so much that they should be able to handle that now because it's 2021.
Mm-hmm. You'd think.
Can you tell someone to fix it?
I'll ring WWE up and say we're going to have to strip Cesaro.
Well, no, I think what you actually need to do,
it's the best solution.
Laurie, it's not calling WWE; it's calling TV and
calling WWE.
Their technology.
Ask TV to sort that out.
Just call up TV and ask them to change their tech.
It's not happening everywhere else on TV. It just seems to be once a week on WWE that someone's wearing something that the cameras are just like, whoa, what's this about?
I had to get specifically wide stripe pins here, so I didn't go crazy.
I do get it makes it safer, but I do hate how the Elimination Chamber now just looks like a toy fun house. Like the steel at the bottom did add a lot more.
Why can't they just make the steel at the bottom rubberized?
Well, like work it?
Yeah.
Probably because they'd bounce on it and it'd be like, then it would look like Funhouse.
Have you seen the ring and the way the canvas bounces?
Yeah, but
it's not the most unforgiving structure.
So all I'm doing is looking at Cesaro's ass because it's like a magic eye picture.
It's a sailboat.
I'm seeing a robin.
They're having a great little back and forth, to be honest.
I'm seeing a short-lived push if you squint.
He has just signed a contract, so he's on that track for 3 weeks.
Oh, I can see a brass ring.
Hey,
very good, Ollie. Very good.
Yeah, very good. You're just gonna grab those brass rings. That's what the stars don't do now.
Who was that an impression of?
It's Vince.
It wasn't a very good Vince. You've done better Vinces before.
I have not. I guess.
Hey, Louis, do you want to do your Vince, Louis?
No.
Yeah, go on. 3, 2, 1.
Go on.
Oh, he's gone.
I just did it. No one heard it.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. See, these are how these things happen. Someone just says it on a live stream, and then it happens. That's how this happened. So I feel like you should do a Vince impression.
No, you said to us. Go on.
I was going to say, if I'm booking this match, do you know who I'm bringing in next?
Sami Zayn.
Baron Corbin to ruin everything. Like Baron Corbin to come in and beat them both up and just and work the crowd because everyone's really enjoying Daniel Bryan Cesaro. So you bring in Baron Corbin to hold it up and bring the crowd down so you can then pop again for when an actual star comes in.
Cesaro's so good.
This is working really nicely. Let's gum this up.
Exactly. That's the SmackDown way. That's why you have a Corbin in there. You have a Corbin in there to be the gum in the machine.
He is the monkey wrench.
Shades of Ring of Honor from over 12 years ago. They were the guys that WWE thought would never main event. That's why they didn't sign them in arguably their youthful prime. But then CM Punk changed everything. Daniel Bryan got over, and now look at them.
You say that, Ollie, but they're still
not main event.
They're still the mid card.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, they're not the mid card; they're the main event. But WWE makes them feel like the mid card, even though WWE thinks these are all top stars at the top of the industry.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's in next?
Corbin.
No huge spots there for the opening bit. I feel like this might go long, the way they work that. Like they'll be...
Yes.
There you go.
Look at him out there. Time for some rest holds.
To be fair.
They catch me up, Pete, on SmackDown. Are they feuding?
Nope.
What's Corbin doing?
Well, he had a little thing with Dominic Mysterio, where Dominic Mysterio was really determined to do things his way. His way was losing, fighting normally and clean and fairly, and then losing. And then his dad was like, no, we're going to do things my way now, which was also fighting fairly and also losing. And that was about it. That's the story.
And now they've got Otis and Chad Gable turned heel on them.
Yep.
You didn't like that? I haven't listened to the SmackDown podcast yet.
Don't get me started. That segment was baffling. That segment was baffling. The amount of people that have either tweeted me or left a comment being like, well, the story is obviously that Otis has lost the Money in the Bank and Mandy Rose and he's being manipulated by Chad Gable. It's like, they should tell that story. That's a really good story. But they're not telling that, are they? You're just putting all the extra blanks in.
It's so detailed and intricate storytelling that we have to put the pieces together.
Exactly.
That's a good storytelling sign.
We've had an update on Cesaro's trunks, folks. So Rich, who's not working tonight but is still in the Deep Six, I love it, is still talking about what the reason is. So it's called More, M-O-I-R-E, when the pattern on Cesaro's trunks goes a bit weirdly fizzly in a camera. Happens when two patterns overlap and a camera sensor can't pick up both. It's about how cameras see patterns.
The more you know.
Fascinating.
There it is.
Rich is the best.
He is.
You should go listen to his podcast as well, which is excellent. World of Wrestling. They're currently covering the TNA Aces and Eights era, and it is so funny. It's really great.
I'm going to be on, actually. I don't know if he's announced that, but I don't know if you have to announce it. I'm going to be on the podcast.
I'm going to be on it as well. I'm booked in to be on it. I think I'm on the Go Home show before the pay-per-view. Sorry, Pete.
We should give a massive shout out to Rich for editing the Ass Man music video, because he did a fantastic job on it. I gave him some crap stuff to work with, and he was like, hey, you should record all this extra stuff that actually will make the video good. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that.
I'm an ass man.
How did it go down yesterday?
Pete Hardy now. That's in the past. Pete Hardy. Looking forwards. Never talk about that again.
Pete, you missed it. It's Pete Hardley.
That's good. I like that.
Pete
Hardley's very good.
I came up with it all by myself.
I'm sure you did.
It was the comments, but it was very.
We said find no paper trail.
You're like an indie wrestler pretending to be Jeff Hardy.
That's exactly it.
Hardly.
You're Joff Hardy. Actually, I'm quite enjoying Corbin here.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
I noticed the only time you've popped or visibly sort of had a reaction out of this match was when he hit the deep six.
I'll always go for a deep six.
It's
Totally a
legitimately
sex
a move.
I think Corbin was the right choice there because, like it is annoying that he's breaking up the good wrestling, but also Corbin's the only person tall enough to feasibly dominate Cesaro, I think, in this.
I could back Kevin Owens to do it.
And you can bring in someone who's good, and then you can get back into the wrestling side of things. Like I think it's a really smart way to pace out a match.
Yeah, I think it's working well. He looks good.
Exactly. This is the role that Corbin plays.
I reckon they double down on the heel shenanigans by having Sammy come out next, and then you can have. I don't know whether you want to do triple heels and have Jay come out after that, or you want to do and save KO for last, or you want to have KO come out to then have Jay confront him afterwards.
I think you want to give Jay the longest time to look like it's all sort of been rigged in his favor.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I think have Sammy climb straight to the top of the pod and handcuff himself there.
Okay, well, we're about to find out who the next person is.
Bum 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 bum
Is
bum 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 bum.
Sami Zayn.
it is Sammy.
Terry.
Who are you up to, mate?
Terry Zane.
So he's
he's
kind
going
of-
to stay in the pod.
Sammy wants to stay in.
Bloody cat.
Someone's asked which one of the Spice Girls is Chopper cosplaying. It don't look like that.
My Jerry did not look like that at any point in history.
If you asked
I
what
don't-
what member of the cast of Farscape is Pete cosplaying, I would be right on board with you.
Totally on board.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Oh, I love that. Oof. He nearly went through
I love
the
Cesaro.
Plexan glass. The
The
Plexan glass
bullet-
is bulletproof.
Yeah.
Uppercuts.
Ooh.
His uppercuts are so strong, he basically did take out that plexiglass that's like hanging on by a thread at the moment.
That was good heel comeuppance there. I like that.
Mhm. Good to see it.
Sammy is really good. He did a great interview with Ryan Satin this week, where he just spoke openly, like out of character about everything, how he's really enjoying what he's doing at the moment. He says he's on his best run he's ever been on.
Sammy.
Already in WWE, that's right.
No, he was in NXT. Remember?
I was
He
going to
said-
say bar
That doesn't
NXT
count.
maybe.
That doesn't
I
count.
think I think he said anywhere he's enjoying this run more than he's enjoyed anything.
They
That's fair. Enjoyment and fan perception are two different things. He's probably enjoying being an annoying, obnoxious heel all the time because he's really good at it.
He is very good at it.
In fairness, like Sami Zayn's career did start in NXT. Like he'd never wrestled anywhere prior to
Yeah,
that.
no, that's true.
Fine.
Yeah.
Like
I
so
have
he's
heard-
very
very good point.
right. Yeah. Because a lot of people do get confused with another wrestler, but that wrestler he moved back to Mexico. And they're different people.
I did hear that.
Was that from one of your contacts, Louis?
Yeah, yeah. And I had to ask a few, to be honest, because I was getting mixed responses. But I have heard that the person that people confused him with has returned to Mexico.
Yeah.
Haluva kick through the glass.
He's going to move.
Oh no.
Oh goodness, that's a broken ankle.
Oh, give me
Kevin
some
likes
hope.
it.
And Zayn.
Sorry, Pete,
Owen
you wanna-
versus Zayn with the flipped heel face dynamic?
No, they haven't.
don't
They've
think so.
actually done quite a good job on SmackDown of keeping them separate.
Pete, do you want to prove Michael Plowman wrong? That you got no eyeballs painted on your eyelids?
I mean, they still might be right. You can hardly really call them eyeballs, but
I think the paint is sort of merged together now, and it's made
yeah, it would have
green.
done. It would have
looks
done. 'Cause
quite.
that's what happens when it's still wet and your eyelids go back. It all crunches together, so the paint would do that. Yeah,
You've sort of made a sort of horrible putrid green eyeball kind of thing.
You're going to have fun taking this paint off in the morning or today.
absolutely. Tonight, you think I'm going to sleep in this?
Yeah, do it.
I don't know about you, but after WWE shows, I just want to go straight to bed.
Yeah,
We give
mate,
away
I don't
your
think you understand.
pillowcase
I don't
to-
have a
to someone.
choice. I have to take this off.
But you are going to sleep in the mesh shirt, right?
Obviously.
Because it is pajamas.
After WWE shows, I like to stay up for an hour and a half and write a 2,000-word review. That's what I like to do.
It's my favorite.
And then sleep for 2 hours and then get up and record it.
So that's why I'm not.
You
I'm
don't
not
work hard enough. That's what I'm hearing.
That's why I.
Ollie, why aren't you doing more reviews? That's what I'm hearing.
I think you should do an NXT review.
Sure. Yeah, I'll add it to the list. I'll just watch that in the half hour I get for breakfast on a Thursday morning.
Well, watch it during the restaurant quality picture in picture.
I could I? But I do get to, because I'm the baby on a night shift day. Oh, they're up high. Cesaro and Sammy are up.
No.
Someone's taking a tumble.
I don't like how Sammy's hanging. I don't like this at all.
There's no one to catch him. Where's the catch?
Someone's taking a bump here, aren't they? Are they going to go outside the chamber? I feel like that's...
How?
Well, if that Perspex panel falls forward.
Oh.
Sammy's on the move.
He's on the move.
It's like Laurie pre-lockdown.
They're not wearing enough chalk. You've got to chalk up for at least 10 minutes before you do any climb for 30 seconds, Luke. That's the way it works.
He has not been watching YouTube videos about how to do this responsibly.
Exactly.
If you climb out the top...
He's not even crimping properly.
Oh, hello.
Ugly bump.
What's he doing?
Oh, go on, Cesaro. What a man.
Wow.
His legs crumpled there.
No.
It's okay. It's the safest way.
I mean,
Has someone ever told you, Luke, you look like Cesaro?
Is it because he's bald?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
I get Baron Corbin a lot because he is also bald.
It's Brandon Cutler. If it's a wrestler, it's Brandon Cutler.
Obviously.
He is also bald.
I think if Cesaro got some Snazaroo face paint, I think he'd look like me as well.
So one thing Snazaroo.
One thing I'm concerned about is how WWE book people to run wild, have a cool spot, like maybe a pull-up bit, and then they get eliminated.
I reckon WWE did not even know. WWE had no clue he was going to do that. He just decided to do that when he was up there, I think. I hope.
But why would they go up there? There was no spectacular thing otherwise.
Sammy
did the fall.
Sammy, it wasn't spectacular though.
Sammy
it looks horrible.
He's getting all of his spots into Ollie's point, but I still think Cesaro is winning this.
Yeah.
Unless Corbin's going to tap. He's going to tap.
He's tapping.
He's tapping.
Corbin's out first. Nice. Smart.
Very nice.
Cesaro eliminates everyone, do you?
No.
Like the Shayna Baszler spot.
Until Jey Uso comes in at the end. Super
Six,
I was going to say, I think KO eliminates Uso.
2, 1. Next person in. Is it going to be Owens or is it Jay?
I think Owens.
Sammy is right next to KO's pod. I really want it to be KO.
It's KO. You got your wish.
KO.
You want Jay to come out heel he.
Oh, look.
Look at this.
He's going to ask him to team up.
We can do this together.
Oh, that's cool.
Just do it. Just do it. Do it together. Do it together.
No, he's gonna not do it together.
Sammy as he gets chucked there. He's so good.
Do you remember when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were a tag team and they had Daniel Bryan's first match back, and Daniel Bryan's first match back was him laying on the floor for 40 minutes and then getting in to do 2 spots? Good times.
Shane McMahon was in the match.
Oh,
KO just yeeted him across the ring. That was great.
Do you reckon Brian still has to do his maths test after he wrestles?
What?
Do you guys not remember that? Oh, when he returned to check he didn't have a concussion, after every match, they apparently had to give like Daniel Bryan a maths test to check that his brain was working.
Well,
After every single match. Yeah.
This is Ring of Honor. 2/3 of this match, Ring of Honor 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great, isn't it? Well, apart from Sami Zayn, of course.
Oh, yeah. One half.
Again, and just to reiterate Ollie's point, the guys that WWE were like, they're too small. Can't sign them. They're far too small.
Also, I just want to point out the fact that now that Corbin's gone, the other 5 people in this match are amazing. Just look at the names in this match.
Corbin served his purpose.
Yeah.
Corbin does what Corbin does, and he's good at it.
Exactly. He serves a purpose.
He gave everyone else a good break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm also just going to reiterate Ollie's point that these are all the guys that that WWE said were too small to sign, but also did not want to work for TNA.
Oh, I would be interested in seeing a babyface Kevin Owens and heel Sami Zayn feud. I think that'd be an interesting dynamic switch.
Oh, it's got to be on their plans.
Here we go. I think it's time for some cannonballs.
Brian couldn't have been squidging himself harder between those 2 turnbuckles.
God damn it!
Oh, please, no. Oh, no.
I love that Jay is just sitting down in his pod. So cool.
Yeah, because he knows. Oh, lovely. Lovely
So
suplex.
good.
Uppercut.
Oh
my God.
Running knee.
This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Oh, I love it so much.
Look at those 4 people in the ring.
Absolutely should be your title picture.
The Miz to cash in.
Shut up, Louis.
I know it's
Shut
not
up, Louis.
Match, but it is.
You are right, though, Louis. Something should go wrong.
Yeah.
It is hard to look at this match and think what we will be watching in like a couple of hours' time is part of the same company. How like the Raw Chamber match I'm not really excited for it at all.
I'm more into this match than I am the Raw one.
Yeah, much more.
You know, I'm gonna give WWE some credit here. They've done a really good job with the ow. That looked painful. They've done a really good job with the crowd noises.
Yeah,
it's not a crowd, but it does add to it.
Yeah,
the
Thunderdome's been absolutely brilliant.
I cannot wait.
It's very Inception.
I cannot wait to see WrestleMania though in front of fans. I
should be great.
I know it's going to feel weird, but
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here comes Jay. And I would like to thank the near 4,000 people that have joined
Cesaro to get to Jay.
Thank you all so much for watching along with us. Straight for Owens.
Oh, go on.
And you thought Jay would just like sit back and just wait for them all to eliminate each other, but like, nope, not getting that chance.
still can't believe Jey Uso was in this spot and it doesn't feel forced or unnatural. It feels like he's there.
Mm-hmm. It was really good storytelling from last year. Great building of a character.
Who do you think is going to be the final 2?
I still think it's Brian Cesaro.
I think potentially it'll be Cesaro and I think Jay or Brian.
Cesaro.
Brian just pops off. The back wall's just popped.
I can see them doing Brian Cesaro as like the two men that started.
But I think for the best dynamic, it should be Jay versus Cesaro.
So to be fair, for context, Cesaro and Brian have wrestled each other quite a lot on SmackDown recently, with Cesaro winning them all. So I think if you want to continue that sort of like friendly rivalry thing, that could be a good way to do it.
I don't think you would. I think you want Jey Uso in the final two.
Yeah,
because it adds to the stipulation following the match. Has to be Jey Uso.
Oh no!
Oh, pretty beautiful.
That was
That
very
was
nice, wasn't it?
great.
Crikey. I'll be honest, of all the moves to do, I would not have done a moonsault. I'd have probably done a senton, which would be much safer to do.
Or frog splash.
Or none of them.
To be fair, moonsault, jumping backwards is good. Oh,
surely that's Sammy gone.
Sammy's gone.
Yeah, Sammy's out. Oh man, what a great chapter of the documentary that's going to make.
Good match.
Apparently, they're actually doing a documentary. Apparently, that's what another thing that Sammy said in the interview. They're actually making a documentary out of all of this, which will be incredibly entertaining.
It's a shoot.
It's
That looked great.
That's a brilliant spot. That's so good.
Sell as well. What a great sell.
That looks really good.
That's vicious. That's up there with
so
Gargano
good.
and Ciampa when they just super kicked each other.
Surely this is how you get Owens out of the match now.
That's brutal.
Kick to the arm. Here we go.
Hit him with the splash as well.
Uso splash, yeah.
If he hits him with a splash, he's gone.
That's got to be it.
Now. Like, what a great way to write him out of the match.
That's got to be it.
That's so good. What a great
Brilliant.
This has been top notch so far.
This is really good.
That's a wicked.
I know you were saying up there with Chambers, like how.
Look at this. Look at that. Oh God.
There is nothing in this chamber so far that I've disliked at all. This is probably up there with one of the favorites that I've had so far.
I think if they can keep this momentum going and get like a really solid final two going.
There you go. Now we've got Brian on the knee.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
That was a really good spot as well from Jay. The stump.
He is so good. Like they've built him up as such a threat, a credible threat.
I mean, Avery Fawcett right here. They keep new things to do in these matches.
Oof.
Uso still in.
Uso rolls the outside. Is Daniel Bryan coming back into the match?
Oh, that uppercut was so great. Cesaro is one of those wrestlers. You know, like everyone has a pop at Goldberg because he's only got two moves and whatnot. Cesaro basically just does uppercuts and it's the best. Like, just watch him just do uppercuts.
Moves though.
Oh, come on, mate. He has.
And hang on, the two moves Goldberg does, he doesn't do well. Like at least Cesaro, the moves he does.
My God.
Oh, swing.
They basically heard Louis complain that the floor not being there makes it too unsafe. So like, I'll just mesh on the wall then.
Ooh.
Back in you go.
I love how like scrappy that was. Just literally just shucking a guy.
I mean, this match has been all Cesaro. Like he's looked amazing.
I mean, surely it's him getting the win.
Oh, goodness me.
just so we can get it on the record. Harry Butthole, if Cesaro doesn't win, I'll eat my food. I want pictures if he doesn't win.
Pixar didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where's Jay though? I'm loving that it's Brian Cesaro.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just
returned back to the. Also, they've both been in the longest.
Mm-hmm. The team in the start. This match has been going for like 40 odd minutes as well. Up. Oh no! What a reversal. Ooh. Crumpled. Absolutely crumpled.
Oh,
God, Daniel Bryan, man.
go on, Cesaro.
I love this.
I
love
It's one of those things. It's one of those things that makes you really irritated that like this hasn't been the main event for the last 10 years when it really should have been.
I would complain if it was.
Yeah, we would.
Are we enjoying it now because we've been denied it for 11? So we're like, oh,
I'd
now
be
we're
like-
getting it.
And I put someone old over. Put Edge over. He deserves it.
Where's Goldberg? We need a Goldberg run now.
It's all Brian and Owens.
Oh, having 5-star matches all the time. Oh, I'm so bored of it.
Kick him in the head.
Oh, look at him. He's got determination on his mind.
I'm waiting for Jay at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god!
Cesaro.
What?
What a brilliant sequence!
Oh, kicks him in the head again.
Down again.
He's going to go for it again. Jay's going to get in the way this time. Yeah. Brian's gone to the other corner.
Let them eliminate each other though. Really, tactics.
Stop using logic, Ollie.
No one ever does that, Ollie.
But yeah, super kick out of midair, pin Brian. Comes down to Jay and Cesaro. No,
Nah, let him do it. Let him sort it.
Just uppercut. It's always the solution.
Uppercut. See, Pete? Just uppercut him.
Just uppercut.
It's much
Cesaro
easier.
doesn't
It's
like-
easy to,
If Cesaro ever thinks, I don't know what I'm going to do next in this match, the answer is, I'm just going to uppercut someone. And every time I'll go like, what a brilliant move. Like,
uppercut that uppercut.
exactly. I'm like, what a genius
After
that
that
man
cut.
It is weird to think Daniel
Look
Bryan
at
is the
that.
person I want to win least in this match, and I still wouldn't hate it if he won.
oh my god.
is. He's like
It's
Final
nice to
Harry.
want. It's nice to want everyone to win the match.
I want Cesaro, but at this point, I don't really care.
Oh my
God.
god.
Avalanche gut buster by Cesaro. That was wicked.
Christ.
And now we're going for the single leg. A single leg swing.
What
He's going to tap in the swing. He's going to tap in the swing.
What a brilliant spot. Oh, no.
No, 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 no.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
No.
Once Cesaro.
Don't you dare. No.
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 Ches.
I think
Ollie
they
called
gave-
the spot when he was 5
Gonna give it to
spots
Brian.
early. Oh my
Jay's
God,
going to win.
It's got to be Brian.
It's got to be Brian, right?
So my hot take is going to be Brian and Edge, Brian and Roman at Mania. It's not going to be Edge and Drew.
They said that was the plan going back to November last year.
Mm.
I think they're going to. Brian's going to win here. Something's going to happen at Fastlane. It's going to be Brian and Roman at Mania. Thinking about it now, looking at it.
I can't believe Cesaro's out.
It's a shame, isn't it, that they accidentally sort of they built Cesaro at the same time as they
But the
wanted
thing
to do a
is-
Brian win potentially.
He came up. I'm so much more invested into Cesaro after that match, which I can rarely say from WWE matches, that someone has come out.
Knees up. Knees up.
Oh, that just sucks.
Don't want to take those, do you?
The knee. Oh, his knee's going to explode though.
That was a fierce knee. That's it. One.
That's it.
Three.
Brian.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan. Interesting.
That was brilliant.
That's such
What a great match.
Great chamber.
Hey, look, I'm sad that Cesaro didn't win. I'm really happy that Daniel Bryan won.
Yeah.
Everyone came looking great.
Yeah.
I think we get Brian Roman here, then Brian Roman again at Fastlane. But I think it's going to be Brian Seth at Mania.
Yeah, I think it could be Cesaro, Seth.
Yeah, I still think they're going to do Roman Edge and Roman Edge. All right, let's try and get through these hyperchats before we get into the match itself. Sorry, Lou. Will Landrum, by all the powers above and below, nothing can stop the Painted Pete. All the gimmicks. Dave Berman says, does Chopper think Max Moon is winning the chamber match? Arnie Haslam
He might
says,
be.
Hi, don't know if my last chat went through. It did. Phil says, as a Liverpool supporter, my therapist advised me to avoid all places where the terms football and Everton could possibly come up for the next few months. I thought I'd be safe on the WrestleTalk Podcast channel. Even you guys turned on me. Football. Jan 1 Ryan Bijad, here's hoping for a good pay-per-view tonight that Ollie doesn't win. Remember to jam that jam, peen that peen, hold that hole, and peen that H. Oops, wrong channel for that last hashtag. Harrison Earl says, Ollie, just want to say I got a proper second-hand embarrassment when you said that you gave Valentine's cards to your teacher. Also, you should check out Cobra Kai. Only 30-minute episodes. It's so good, so funny, and so wholesome. It's lovely stuff.
I've never seen Karate Kid, so...
I don't think you need to, particularly.
No,
It's just the story's being done again.
Hang on. So Roman is coming out.
Yeah,
it's happening right now.
The match now.
Perfect.
Look at that one.
Exactly what it should be. Give Daniel Bryan a really good hope spot of him doing it. Maybe hit a knee.
Do you think they do the AR monstrosity to then just show you how lovely Roman is in real life? Like, oh God, look at this horrible bronze thing, but now look at this gorgeous real thing. It's like
Someone who's never seen a Roman Reigns animated this.
So WWE's graphics department in general. Hey, can you just throw us together a picture of Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar? Sure, I'll just, give you these weird faceless forms.
I mean, I don't know who they're hiring to do their t-shirt designs, but they are bad. Like, when was the last time they had a good t-shirt?
The Sami Zayn one, which was intentionally bad.
Yeah.
But
and actually, do you know what, Louis? It's actually a better design than some of the ones they've tried on.
But it was so bad, it was good.
Nonsense.
I'm in a glass house. I'm not going to be chucking stones.
Because who has got two thumbs up? Likes a thumbs up.
You know what I mean?
This guy.
That guy. Can you point with your thumbs? That guy.
This guy.
Not even a year ago. This guy.
Oh, is it? You're right. It's not easy. Crikey. We held on to that for quite some time.
We did.
I mean, the good idea is you do sit on and leave for a while.
Come on, Brian. Give Brian a really cool hope spot. Let him hit a running knee. Let Reigns kick out.
Oh, yeah. Knee into the spear, but hit the knee.
Knee right now.
Oh, he's been in from the They did it better. They did it better.
They did it better than we ever thought.
Oh, that's so.
He's got him.
Roman set.
Nope. No, he's out.
Oh.
Go on, Roman. He's too fresh. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Yep.
They're just going to call it off.
As you guys said, immediately, they did it better.
Yeah, so much better than we ever could have done it. And this is why they're the professionals and we're just idiots on YouTube.
Exactly.
Powerbomb.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I don't think Brian should get another move in.
He is
fierce.
One angry man.
But he's not a heel when he
returns. Best Roman Reigns. So good.
He didn't return as a heel, remember?
I said he did, and I have been vindicated.
Wait, who said he wasn't a heel? It was Pete. Pete was like,
it was me as well.
Pete when he was Pete was like, he's been doing this gimmick for ages.
Louis, he just came in and speared people. Like that's what he always does.
That is it. He's got the guillotine. It's
the only difference is it depends on what the commentary's saying.
That's it.
He's out.
Just got the guillotine. Nice. Love it.
Way to put a match for Fastlane.
Literally, that's all I wanted was literally just like give him a hope spot and then have Roman win. It's perfect.
That's good.
And Roman's looked great coming out of that as well.
Of course he has.
7 people there that in one match, 2 matches, you've achieved a lot with.
Apart from Corbin, but yeah,
apart from Corbin, he's kind of the same.
I even think Corbin. He didn't do anything wrong. He had a couple of
spots. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. He had a couple of cool spots. I don't think he was elevated necessarily, but he wasn't hurt in any way.
But he didn't get damaged, which is a win, Pete.
Yeah.
Ace high is that, like, what was the point of that? Brian wins the chamber, then immediately loses. That was the point. Exactly the point is that he lost immediately.
Yeah, I don't think.
Like I said earlier, I've got to somewhat agree with Ace's high though. It is different. It's a cool story, but if the direction is to do another singles match between them, I don't think it's massively effective.
I wholeheartedly disagree. Because
I think it is because like he just beat 7 other, like he just beat 5 other guys inside the chamber.
He started at number 1 as well, so he's been through that whole thing.
Look, we've got to remind you before WrestleMania that Daniel Bryan, fundamentally, even though he's Daniel Bryan now, is still an underdog, and that's what they're just doing.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's good. It's entertaining TV, but I don't think it's good wrestling booking to build up a big pay-per-view match.
Ollie, Daniel Bryan's booking leading into WrestleMania 30.
Edge.
Here comes Edge.
He's chose Roman.
Yeah, there you go.
At WrestleMania. There it is. It's Edge Roman.
I am willing to
He
bet.
wasn't waiting for the Raw chamber.
I am willing to bet good money. This means that he's not picking Roman. Come WrestleMania, if it's Edge and Roman Reigns, and this isn't me saying I know anything, I will be shocked.
He's gonna pick up the belt, though, Louis.
It's too early. It's too obvious. It's far too obvious for it to be Edge and Roman now.
Louis, what are you talking about?
It's far too obvious.
He's just speared him and then pointed at the sign.
He said he was going to make his choice after the Elimination Chamber things, after the dust had settled. He's literally been building to this for ages, and they've had physical altercation. He's pointed to the Mania sign, Louis.
He pointed and made fireworks happen, Louis.
There's fireworks, mate.
It's
Louis, they've announced it on Wikipedia, Louis. I'm reading about it now, Louis.
I am willing to bet good money.
All right, how much money would you like to bet, Louis?
Okay.
Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin.
Oh, he's backing down now, isn't he?
How much is 1 Bitcoin?
Good. I'm going to bet you £1,000. I'll take that bet. I'm not £1,000. I'll bet you.
Okay, I will buy when we all get back into the pub. I will buy everyone a round.
A whole round.
Round.
I'm with Louis. This is super vague. I don't know what Edge's intentions are here.
No. It's too obvious.
Now they're replaying it.
Replaying it. Yeah,
He's
I just don't know what he means. What did he mean by the
Who can possibly say he was going to pick?
It's far too obvious.
The fireworks are in slow motion. What do you think?
I think later in the show he'll come out and he'll challenge Drew, and he'll say that John Morrison challenged Roman on his behalf earlier in the show, so it doesn't count.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah,
I am willing to bet not good money. I'm willing to bet money.
See, the thing is though,
on the WrestleMania live reaction stream,
to back Louis' point here, okay, sure, he speared Roman Reigns. Roman speared him on SmackDown. Edge speared him here, pointed at the WrestleMania sign. Yes, there was fireworks. But do you remember he went on NXT and cut a promo with Finn Balor? So it could be anyone at this point.
I'm telling you, Pete. It's not
McCarthy better rip you a new one in tomorrow's round. The fact, I love that they played the pyro, as you said. Bet good money.
Do you know what?
So
guys.
Played the pyro.
Jakar's got it right here. He was pointing at the sword. He obviously means Drew.
No, he's pointing the way to Full Sail or the Capital Wrestling Center. Direct. I'm telling you, it's so.
Finn Balor, yeah.
It's so
Of course.
obvious.
Of course.
It's too obvious, too early that it's not happening.
How is it too early?
I'm taking you out now. This is getting ridiculous.
Rich has just said in the private chat, if Louis is right, he's going to play this clip before every show that we do.
I hope he does. Also, you put that comment there from Squidge. Louis did think that Ambrose to go to WWE was a work, just for the record. Josh says Pete Hardy looks like the seers from Doctor Who's episode, The Fires of Pompeii. I haven't seen Doctor Who. I don't know that one. Anyone else here?
I'll Google it.
Isomyth said, I fell out of wrestling after The Fiend versus Rollins at Hell in a Cell. Caught up with the Drew Rumble win, but Roman versus Uso really pulled me back. Long-time WrestleTalk fan when Ollie was just the only presenter. Love that everyone else has joined, but a soft spot for Luke because he was the first one. Oh, thanks a lot. It really means a lot.
It's very interesting that person fell out after Seth and Fiend. Because I still think that's the worst thing WWE have ever done.
Brett J. Rasman, I'm curious, was Pete Hardy's punishment video of Billy Gunn Ass Man was for losing the Survivor Series? If so, who lost the Rumble? Who has to do the next punishment video? So it was for losing. It was the last season, wasn't it? It was the Rumble season.
It was for losing Survivor Series.
It was losing season 7 of Wrestle League, which ended at Survivor Series.
Who did lose then?
Andy lost.
Oh, Andy.
Season 8, which ended at Royal Rumble. So he'll be doing the next one, which should go up just before the next music video should go up just before WrestleMania, WrestleJamia, I should say.
Sorry, Pete. I mean, I think it's worth pointing out now that you've taken over Wrestle League. It's now your baby. You're now completely in charge of it. Isn't it funny that Andy keeps losing Wrestle League now that you've taken over?
Shocking.
It's
crazy, right?
Now that happened. They did win a lot when he was in charge. It's weird how that works out.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything else. Jordan says, give me an elimination jamber, please. Yes, please. Sadie Lady 59. Or here's Bad Bunny in his 24/7 title with Daddy DeVille.
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Bad Bunny did a slap.
Oh my God, Miz is going to cash in for the 24/7. Oh, hello, Damien Priest.
Damien Priest. Did he evolve? Oh, he's still there.
This is a great use of Damien Priest.
I mean, this seems. I still think Edge is going to face Damien Priest at WrestleMania. Like, I don't think it's obvious enough that.
I think Edge is cashing in on Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I think it could be, you know.
Bro.
Sadie Lady says, hello, you beautiful boys. I just joined in. Oh my, Pete, you look interesting. Also, love that jacket, Fake Door. Will we be seeing Wrestle Cat tonight?
He's asleep over here. I'm not going to wake him up because that's getting you in line for a scratching.
Riddler is
actually currently asleep looking out the window.
Riddler is dressed like Evil Knievel. He's definitely winning tonight. He's wearing special trunks. Eric says, I support WrestleTalk. I'm ready for the Elimination Chamber. I just my 2 t-shirts from you guys, so I'm happy to support. Jam that gem. Much love from Sacramento, California. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to pop to the loo and get another beer.
Number 1 or number 2?
So it's always a number 2.
I always come out at the same time. I call it the old 1-2.
Yeah,
he doesn't actually have a separate. He's just got a cloaca like a chicken.
We're just going to bring Pete back in. So get ready, Pete. We're bringing you in, mate. Giving you time. I'm giving you plenty of warning. Here's Pete. Oh God!
Oh, here he is.
I like it.
It's Jonathan Mozaffin. He's won his way into this match.
Phil Roberts says, I've always wondered this and it's never been discussed. I'm aware it makes me sound like a bit miserable, but at the Royal Rumble, why doesn't it ever occur to Kofi to just hop back to the ring on one leg? Really enjoyed the Edge Actually Good video, by the way. Thanks very much. I really enjoyed putting it together.
I've thought about that about the Royal Rumble forever. Why don't people just hop?
But also, not even just hop. Why don't you just do 1 foot and two hands, and then it's even more stable?
You could totally do that. Yeah, both feet must touch the floor. Just don't have both feet touch the floor. Hop. Problem solved. No more eliminations forever.
And also, is it both feet at separate times, or is it both feet at the same time?
Both feet must touch the floor. That's all they say. Jay Burke says Chopper's red headphones make him look like a clown with a buzz cut.
Yeah, I can see that.
Robbie Clegg, well, Roman might main event WrestleMania. When introducing the match, Greg Hamilton just said the winner faces Roman tonight. So fingers crossed, no Drew loss, hopefully. Everything is fakeador. Shivia Wilding, a fantastic donation from them, says, hey, Luke, love your Cinemania quizzes and love that I get to mute the WWE commentary in favor of the WrestleTalk lads. Given that you don't have a dedicated film channel, can I ask what's your favorite movie? Fakeador.
Jurassic Park.
Peter.
I'm still going to stick with Kingsman. Kingsman, Secret Service.
Really?
What movie?
Moneyball.
Ghostbusters is the best movie ever made. Matt Ralph, sleep now, ready for work in the morning, or drink beer and have a lovely time with the boys. Stuff my hole, pour me a Guinness. Can't wait to see the AEW champion Drew McIntyre defend in the chamber. Come and join us on the brilliant WrestleTalk podcast channel. Someone actually sent me a tweet that I really enjoyed. Who was it? Where is it? It's Emil Heath, who said, don't give in to Lugo and his bullying. Don't watch the WrestleTalk podcast channel. I mean, you're going to have to at some point, Emily. You're going to have to at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I saw there was a few comments on the SmackDown podcast of people just being like, well, I guess I'm unsubscribing because it's moving to another channel. I don't want to subscribe to another channel. It's like, okay. Sorry.
Oh, don't come crying to me.
Yeah.
Why would you unsubscribe?
Because they don't want the news. They just want the podcast. But then they won't. Then they unsubscribe here, but then they don't subscribe to a new channel. It made no sense.
But then it's better for them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Ollie,
it's almost like people don't know what they want.
Hey, Ollie, what you drinking there?
I found this in the fridge. I don't know what it is. Is it an old Beer 52 one?
It is an old Beer 52 one, yeah. I think that was from 2 months ago, yeah.
Very nice. Am I sticking around for the US title or am I heading out?
I mean, I was going to say, if you can do for a second, because I need to go grab another drink and go for a quick whiz.
So what we're going to go for here now, Lee's out. Because I think I originally had Lee to win. No, I had Lashley to retain.
Oh,
yeah, I think I've got Lashley. I can't remember.
I can still see Lashley retaining here, but
oh yeah,
maybe Riddle now. I think Riddle could squeak in.
Riddle could either squeak it, or they could do it if they want to artificially extend the Lashley-Riddle feud. They can have Lashley beat Morrison.
Oh, Lashley is immediately pummeling Riddle, as though Riddle is just the worst. Just if you are unsure of where Riddle is in the pecking order here in the mid card. I guess they're playing the two heels on one, yeah.
Well, never mind.
No, because it's pissed Bobby off that Morris. Oh, blooming neck!
That was a proper shock. That one.
Yeah,
like since the Royal Rumble.
It's like a beautiful ballet that we work together on. Oh no, wait, no, it's not.
But definitely since the Royal Rumble, Lashley has unlocked this other gear that he used to have in his TNA and indie days, but has not had in WWE.
Go on, Morrison.
Do you think they've given Lashley some sort of long-term plan to build towards? So he's thought, do you know, I'll put some bloody effort in, shall I?
Yeah. Lashley nearly ran into the ref. The ref had to literally sprint out of the way. That was so good. Literally, jumped and was like, whoa, trying to get out of the way.
This is the best Bobby Lashley, though. This is great Bobby Lashley.
So
Walking good. Armageddon, Bobby Lashley.
Walking Armageddon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just sucks for Riddle.
It does.
Yeah, it's like a 2-on-1 handicap match, but not the way you would have thought with the heels against the babyface.
Louis
Oh
pointed
my
something
God.
out. Yeah, it's such a good spot. I love that spot so much. Louis put something very good in the chat. He said it's definitely going to be Bobby versus Edge at WrestleMania.
Oh no.
God.
Oh no, it's Riddle.
Riddle's not hit a single move in this match. Riddle, anytime he gets some offense, Lashley's just like, no.
I think Morrison's only hit moves by proxy. I mean, I see a roll up in the future.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
Oh, what you think it's? Oh, MVP's legit injured, isn't he? He
is, yeah.
Injured his leg. That's why he's on the crutch.
That's a shame.
Well, he's much better as a manager. You know, it sucks that he's injured.
Of course he is.
But
I
at least
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, sometimes WWE just take anyone injured out completely, even though they still have a lot of on-screen value.
Yeah.
So great that he's still around.
Yeah, that's true. I think just as more of a physical presence, he can impose more of a physical presence when he's not on crutches. But it's great that he's still around, even though he is injured.
Oh, now, yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty decent story. Of Morrison being like, "Oh damn, we can't take Lashley down, guys."
Yeah.
That Morrison sell off that shoulder tackle.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, so good. It's like R-Truth's corkscrew elbow, whatever he does thing.
He's parkouring off Bobby.
Yeah.
That's it. Use your environment. That's what it's all about.
It's also because Bobby is so sweaty right now.
He is.
He can just slip.
Slides right off.
And look at that
What's
ass.
happening? Oh, okay, right. The camera was just on Lashley for ages. I was like, what else is happening in the match? Riddle and Morrison are working together.
Oh no, Bobby can't look in two directions at once.
He's completely surrounded.
They've surrounded the ring on all four sides.
What he was there, he was Germany in 1945, facing both the Allied forces and Russia.
Bye, Morrison. Oh my God.
I love Lashley so much. Hit the Dominator. Go on.
It's hard to not enjoy this. You know, it sucks for Riddle, but this is a great beatdown.
Is this like Lashley face turn?
Here we go.
Just by proxy of being cool?
That's how he's been for about a month
Lashley.
now.
Yeah.
I was convinced Lashley was going to post himself there.
Yeah, same.
Oh, he's asking for it again, is he?
Refreshing that he didn't.
Oh, no. Don't.
Oh, Lashley's been eliminated from the Rumble.
Come on, because Riddle can actually give him a great match. Oof.
Whoa.
Oh.
This is actually a really interesting match.
Morrison and Riddle implode. I think Lashley's retaining.
Genuinely, really enjoying this match. They told a really good story through it. Granted, that's probably helped by the fact that I don't watch Raw, but you know.
Yeah, it makes sense because the story they're telling is Bobby's better than everyone else, even when everyone else gangs up on him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense and it's good.
And it's better. Like, I wouldn't want to see that story be told if Keith Lee was in this match.
Yeah, I wonder what they had planned.
Yeah.
But I think that would be the story they would have gone for because they've had the mutual respect between Riddle and Keith Lee, like, play out previously. So, like, them teaming up feels like an obvious thing.
It's a good shout. I mean, they were the two that allied forces on the NXT invasion back in 20 whenever it was.
Oh God!
What is time?
2019.
2019.
November 2019. Crown Jewel. November.
Oh,
That's right.
Riddle's rolling.
Why can't they just book Riddle like this? He's so good. Yes.
I'm just waiting for him to hit another move. And then Lashley will just come in from out of nowhere and just kill him.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do something cool and then get himself in a hurt lock. Oh. Ripcord.
Final flash.
Well, it looked like he missed him.
He did. Is
Oh,
Morrison
Starship
going to
Pain.
win?
Nah, he's not hitting this.
He did. He did hit that.
Someone get Andy Datson on the phone.
I love
at
John
one.
Morrison. I love John Morrison. I hate the Starship Pain.
You got to be an idiot.
Yes, MVP. Hey, hold up, man. I love how quickly he shat his pants after the crutch.
Right.
So good.
Guys, I am here. I'm just letting these guys do the commentary for the match.
Oh, are people missing Luke?
Oh, good.
Oh, is that?
God.
Oh, of course, it's triple threat.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
No DQ.
Oh my god.
But he's not. Lashley
Riddle's
out
gonna
there,
win.
he decide.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I changed my pick to Riddle at the very last minute.
So did I. Absolutely fantastic.
Whew. Cheers,
Well,
Luke.
hopefully Riddle gets something out of this. That was fun.
That was
It
really
was
fun.
Just to try and clear up some of the confusion from the previous match, WrestleTalk are confirming that Edge has picked Roman Reigns for WrestleMania.
I think I'm going to have some
just-
words because I think we're jumping the gun there.
You see,
I
I
think
thought that as
we're
well, but then WWE on BT Sport also said that those two are going to face at WrestleMania. Like,
It's
you know
not the
what? They were
official
so-
account.
I
They were
think
so
that's
subtle with it.
when you assume you make an ass of you and me, and I don't think we want to be caught. We don't want to be bitten.
We make
So
an ass man out of you and me.
So I had that match to think things over, and I do think we are getting Edge and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
You can't take it back, Louis. You can't take it back now.
We had good money on
You
this.
bet money on this.
Yeah, you bet good money.
I owe you one Bitcoin, which I have figured out it's £40,000.
Lashley's not good at acting.
When we wake up tomorrow, it'll be 80 probably.
Can I invoice for that, Ollie?
You can just work forever. Hand me over your social media accounts, all that stuff.
I like
Checks out.
Louis' rationale there. Was like, Ollie, can I invoice you so you pay the money to yourself?
Yeah, right. But actually, is that a complicated tax loophole I haven't looked into getting more money out of the company for myself? Talk to me later, Louis.
Matt Ralph. Oh no, we did that one. So Andrew says, Adam Blompier got me back into wrestling with What Culture, and I continued with Cultaholic. But now me and my mate Jack, it's all about WrestleTalk. Thank you for Quizlemania and the best live streams on YouTube. No Rolls Bar 2, Blair and Sully rule. They really do.
Yeah. I can't wait to have everyone back in the.
I know.
For,
Do you know what I
some
cannot
fun.
wait for? To watch back the next episode of Blood on the Clock Tower.
The people know that's happening.
That we're doing another one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have to, but yeah, we're doing Blood on the Clock Tower as a monthly thing now. And
Whoa.
episode.
We're doing another episode.
We're doing
Yeah,
episode
okay.
2, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But
If you
the
speak it on a
second
stream, it
episode-
happens, Luke. So we're doing a monthly
true.
one.
Second-
Pete's going to paint
Yeah,
his face for every
second
single
one.
one.
Every
It would be
single one.
great
I
to
mean,
do a monthly one.
I won't even be in it, but I'll paint my face for everyone.
Excellent.
Rathman says, Luke, your Friday show partner Denise is going to be on the WWE Watch Along. I think she was actually just previously on the Watch Along for that match, and she's great. Andrew says
to be honest.
It was really good. To clarify on Cesaro's trunks, it has nothing to do with patterns overlapping. The issue is with compression. When a busy background doesn't move, a format can use the same data in the next frame. When the image moves, there's less bandwidth available. That's from Andrew.
How long
that used to exist on
Very concise response from Rich in our chat that just says, wrong, Google it.
Yeah, because it's not a bandwidth issue. That was an issue long before.
Yeah,
bandwidthy, streamy stuff. That's a terrestrial TV thing too.
The Jam One Ryan B Jam says Pete Hardley should have gone with Jeff's old look with the glow in the dark face paint.
See, I could have done that, but that also would have meant buying glow in the dark face paint. So.
Rathman says Sheamus will always be my favorite wrestler, best character. I really believe he is hitting his peak. I would love to see him lift the gold at WrestleMania.
That would be cool. I love Sheamus.
Danny Nerdic says, hey fellas, this match is hella rad. I just got a new puppy, a husky corgi mix. I named him Brooks Kruger, little Ben Kizzle Crowley, named after Mel Brooks, Freddie Krueger, and Alistair Crowley. We'll be watching all the channels together. Thank you very much. James Connor says, first Ultra Chat, hearing you, the five of you pop quietly as possible is amazing. Jam that jam. Jam it quietly.
Meow.
Air1129, it says, girl, Louis, I had a really good time. Louis, yeah, me too. I wonder if she likes me. Girl, literally points to a yes sign with fireworks. Louis, yeah, I don't know if she likes me.
There's conflicting reports.
Justin Asdalasini, the people's chopper. Do you smell what the chop is cooking? Joseph Tito Oliveira says, so Drew needs a opponent for WrestleMania. What if Brock jumps Hardy before the match and wins the WWE Championship and we have a rematch of last year?
What I want to say is,
does that mean
Lashley dropped the title just then?
Does that mean if Brock Lesnar replaces Jeff Hardy, I then have Brock Lesnar in the match, and if Brock Lesnar wins, I win?
Yeah, you would do, yeah.
What a story that would be.
Trenton Brown says, Louis is right. Obviously, it's going to be Edge versus Pentagon at Mania. It should always be Pentagon.
It should.
Blake Carpenter says, it's too obvious. The three funniest and most ridiculous words ever spoken on WrestleTalk should be the new slogan. And Flaming said, Stephen Larson have given up their office. Would you guys be willing to stay on Zoom calls post-pandemic? We'll be able to still see a meetup and a big group hug. I would cry if I could see you all have a big group hug. Please say you will for us.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back into the office, definitely. There will be an element of working from home, though. It's nice to be in pajamas.
And DX Solo says, Pete Hardley of the Dork Order, hi-ho, chop silver away. Another Blood on the Clock Tower. Any merch ideas?
You look like
Pain
Eric.
Ladders by Sally.
Like Eric?
Sorry?
Eric of the Viking Raiders when they paint their faces.
Yeah, it does a bit.
A little bit. Apart from, like the sort of green eyeshadow I've got going on right now instead of eyes.
It really brings out your eyes, Pete.
Thank you, mate.
Wait. Reginald.
I hate this. All of it.
He's a sommelier.
I hope Bianca Belair turns heel. Sorry,
also, I just want to point out as well, I think this is the penultimate match of the evening.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I've got it down as.
Yeah.
What a treat.
Also,
2.5 hour long show. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love it, mate. Unless they are doing something with Asuka.
No. Apparently they said not on the pre-show.
Oh, really?
Apparently so.
The whole Reginald thing sucks. Really, really bad.
What are you talking about, Pete?
I don't like it.
It's boss time. It's boss time.
I'm fairly certain from the way that Sasha's been acting, it is going to be that Reginald's going to jump ship from Carmella and become Sasha Banks' sommelier. She'll be more heelish for Bianca, for the Bianca feud.
But she's just turned babyface.
I know. But Which I'm not against. I'm not against Sasha.
Pete. The whole point of the Bailey feud was to turn her baby face. So what would be the point of just turning her heel again?
Because to be fair, Sasha as a baby face does not work. It is not working right now.
Okay,
Sasha,
well, Louis, in which case then, what was the fucking point of the last 8 months of us doing the Bailey storyline?
Because they tried it.
No, dude, I'm with you.
They tried it and it didn't work. And
it's not the first time they've tried it, though, is it? Like, they've tried her as a babyface a fair number of times. They know it doesn't work.
Sasha as a babyface doesn't, and the Sasha stands are going to come for me, but it just doesn't work for me. She needs to turn heel, have Bianca heel, Banks, babyface Bianca, WrestleMania. Although it could be against Asuka. I'm unsure about who Bianca is facing. It's unclear.
The thing is, I'm not against Sasha turning heel again and getting Reginald as a sommelier or whatever else, or whoever he wants to be, but just make the segments not shit with him in it would be great.
Oh, Pete, don't use that filthy language, mate. It's a live stream.
Segments.
I won't stand for it.
About?
Where's a swear jar?
That's 1 Bitcoin for both of you.
Who do people have in this one?
I've got Jackson Baszler.
Yeah, Baszler and
Jackson Baszler.
I put Banks and Belair. I think they're going to do the really stupid story of having them become tag team champions, being like, they're friends.
So, do you know what?
And then they're going to lose it.
Me and Fakador were chatting about this before you all joined in, before the stream started. I was like, who do you have? And I said, I think it's Jackson Baszler because they're doing the storyline with Lana and Naomi. With that said, they were doing a storyline with Lana before TLC, and then they just put the titles onto someone else. So there's every chance they may just put the titles onto someone else.
Did you hear Lana tell Alex McCarthy in an interview that she prays every time she gets in the ring with Nia Jax?
Was that not a character thing?
No, it could have been, but she said, "I say a lot of prayers before I get in the ring with Nia Jax." She said it in the most diplomatic way possible. She's like, she's really big and really strong, and anything can happen when you get in the ring with Nia Jax.
Let's throw her to Bianca.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, is Bianca going to show that she's also strong?
That was a very awkward spot.
I don't know why Nia threw into Bianca quite softly.
Try and knock her down.
Nia Jax throwing anyone softly, I will not complain about, Pete.
Oh, Bianca's so cool.
Yeah, she is.
So Shayna. God.
Do you remember this time last year?
Do you remember these two fighting?
Oh my God,
at
the chamber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was good at Takeover.
Yeah, it was really good at Takeover. Do you remember that?
My favorite.
When people win NXT, where it's good, where wrestling's good.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about that whole Shayna Baszler thing is that in January, Meltzer reported that Vince has given up on Baszler. Like he doesn't get it. He doesn't see it. And everyone was like, oh, no, that's a shame. Then the thing at Elimination Chamber happened. It was like, oh, Meltzer has no clue what he's talking about. Meltzer Sorcerer Rule, Balderdash. Literally a week later, it all fell apart. It was turned out that, he was right all along, but Heyman really pushed for that one spot in the chamber.
To try and win it over.
First person to ever eliminate 5 people in the same chamber? No,
It's so good. Yeah. It's so good. I can watch that all the time. It's brilliant.
That's 5 people, Louis. That's maths.
No, it's untrue.
Science.
Braun eliminated 5 people in 2017, but
there was a 7-person.
It was a 7-man chamber, right?
So Shane is the only person to eliminate every other competitor, even though someone else has also eliminated 5.
Yeah, it's just science.
Fact check that, Tempest.
Wonder if he could be the mystery man in the chamber in the main events.
Tempest. Who could it be?
Can say?
Who could it be?
Does he fancy squishing his face?
Oh, Edge is coming here.
Oh man, what to pick?
What to clear it up?
Edge versus Banks at Mania.
He's picking you, Laurie.
He's picking the championship.
That's it. That's what he's after.
Be like,
my championship.
I just want to make it very clear that I picked Roman.
He just comes on and goes, Louis, you're an idiot.
So why are Banks and Bianca teaming together?
WrestleMania.
Oh, Pete loved this segment.
I didn't. So after the My Whole stuff, there was a really convoluted segment where it was Banks and Belair and Jax and Baszler were in the ring on SmackDown. And Sasha was like, "Ha, I've got a clip from Raw, everybody." And then they played a clip of Baszler getting pinned by Naomi, I think it was.
Brilliant.
And then they said, that wasn't the clip I wanted. I wanted the other clip. And then they played the clip of Nia Jax's My Whole thing and, killed the joke completely flat. And then Nia Jax got really mad about that.
And so, and
That's about it, really.
Opportunity because she got angry. And so she gave them a title opportunity.
Seemingly, yeah. And then there was an even worse segment on this week's SmackDown, which sucked.
Ding dong, hello.
Hey, Bailey is the greatest thing about the Ding Dong Hello show. She is hilarious.
Well,
Isn't she the only thing about the Ding Dong Hello show?
She is the only constant.
It's like saying Ricky Lake is the best thing about the Ricky Lake show.
But here's the thing, though, Laurie, is that there isn't a door that's trying to upstage Ricky Lake.
Oh, true.
Whereas I think there's a door that is upstaging Bailey.
So I know famous last words,
So
but I'm willing to bet good money on the fact this match wouldn't be happening.
You're gonna be bankrupt.
You're skint, mate.
I'd be willing to bet good money this match
The
would be happening
student as well.
if Lacey didn't fall pregnant.
Yeah, it's obviously a replacement match.
Yeah. Fair
See?
point.
It's too rushed otherwise.
I've brought some money back in.
I love.
still think
Good money's got to be a
Because
t-shirt.
someone has to take you up on the bet, Louis.
Yeah.
Thank God
Someone has to have the opposite opinion from
Louis,
you
we all
to
did.
take up the bet.
Pretended you didn't
Whereas
hear.
on the other bet, Louis, when Edge had quite obviously challenged Roman Reigns to a match at WrestleMania, and you were saying,
whoa.
no, that's not going to happen. It's too obvious.
It's too obvious.
You were occupying a different opinion to everyone else in the fucking world. And it was just you.
No.
So I had to get my point across.
Laurie, come
You
on,
were
mate.
over here with this wild opinion that nobody else had, Louis. Not even Edge had that opinion.
Captain Pan said, I've just realised that Pete looks like Tron's gone emo.
That's great.
I love
Oh, did you
Ricky
see? Sasha Banks just did a frog splash. I think it's in honor of a hero, Eddie Guerrero. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, she influenced by Eddie Guerrero's offense.
Yeah.
Keeps
Kind
that
of crazy.
quiet.
Yeah. She should advertise it more, I think.
Does anyone else pay tribute to another wrestler so much? I guess Punk used to do Savage's elbow.
He did.
Yeah, and it was a bad
Bailey-
elbow as well.
Bailey used to do Savage's elbow as well.
Also true.
I mean, Kevin Owens does the Stone Cold
KOD.
Stunner.
There's the KOD.
Yeah, but they don't all put it
It's-
over as Stone Cold.
It's
Oh,
not.
Jack.
It's not a tribute to Stone Cold when he does it.
silly,
It's just his
silly.
move.
Oh,
Jack's
Jack's going
tagged
to put her through a
herself back in.
table? No.
Nope.
She's got... Oh, have a go
Shayna
and get it.
Baszler couldn't win this by herself.
Shayna Oh, Shayna.
Oh, straight in the boob, that one.
A KOD to Jax.
Not KOD,
No.
but maybe just a Samoan drop or something.
That was safer than the last time.
And it was somehow Belair's fault.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Why is Shayna being used like the dog's body in this? I
Well,
don't
she's the
He's the
understand.
jobber of the group.
That's
Well,
what
really
Raw
jobber.
Raw is, unfortunately. Used to be a finisher.
Knees in the tits.
Hey, do you have a name for the lowest rating of SmackDown?
Piss off, Reginald. Piss off,
no.
Reginald.
Because
Wait,
you should
Pete's
rename
favourite.
it. You should rename it. It could have been Raw. Or at least it's not Raw. Ooh.
That's what you
Bank
want.
statement.
Bank statement. Surely not.
Reginald's
Surely
going to
not.
turn on Sasha.
What do you think?
He's going to smash
Chuck
the bottle
some-
over her or
chuck
something.
some champagne in her eyes.
Yeah, something
Mhm.
stupid. Jax was in that
Just
for quite a
record.
while.
Just record, Louis. It used to be that.
Did it?
The lowest ranking for SmackDown used to be Raw. That was one.
Oh,
out
he's
of
given her
five.
the bottle to hit her
and
with.
then Raw got really good, so we changed it.
I don't know what
Oh,
that was.
dear.
Is
That
Jax
was.
just going to pin
Oh,
Banks?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is as well.
Oh, get in the
Very bad
bin.
finish.
Get in
I
the
don't know if
bin.
I like that.
That was a very bad finish.
So it wasn't anything to do with Bianca Belair and Sasha. It was stuff to do with Sasha and Reginald.
This is the thing that I said
Carmella.
on SmackDown. This is the thing that I said on SmackDown. Out of the Women's Royal Rumble winner, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and the Women's Tag Team Champions in this women's feud, the man, non-wrestler, Reginald, is the one that's getting the spotlight. I hate it. I hate it.
Have you seen the shit he can do though in the ring? He's very.
I don't care. He can do a flip. Lots of people can do flips, Louis. He's not a wrestler.
All right, Parkour Pete, calm down.
Yes, that's
also
that's
got-
how I know people can do flips, because I
He's-
can do flips.
He's also got a whole men's division to do that in.
Yeah. God,
that
it infuriates
honestly,
me.
that is a load of bollocks.
That is very weird to do a tag match with your WrestleMania women's match and actually have that be the least important thing of the finish.
That's what I'm saying, Luke. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you were gonna also, because if you are just gonna throw it in there as a filler match, fine, it's a filler match, but don't throw in a filler that is more damaging to the product down the line than, we can't do an Asuka match because Lacey can't be in it. So instead of just finding another opponent for Asuka to get a quick pin on and look really good as a champion, no, let's waste 2 whole championships instead on a match and do nothing with it. Stupid.
Let's put over Reginald some more. That's what we need.
It's going to be Nia and Sasha.
Why did-
Fastlane, isn't it?
They've only got 40 minutes worth of good booking in them, WWE. It's a shame.
Right, we've got some hyper chats to do. Sadie Lady says, hello again, guys. Just want to say that Ollie and Luke are such a comforting, lovely energy. I feel so at ease watching their reviews and such. Ollie bringing up World War II for no reason. Such strong dad energy. I love it.
I'm not gonna let it go. I think what happened was really, really bad.
Shout out to Warcaster PQ on Twitch. The Jan 1 Ryan B. Jad said, what are the updated standings for the championship? Hopefully Fakador is still winning. Well, Jan 1 Ryan B. Jam, it all comes down to the main event chamber match. It's not predictions. It's all down to that one match and our avatars within that match. Diacrope says, the very thought of everyone in the same room for Quizzlemania when things calm down is keeping me going. Who will be the first to make Adam snap and throw something? I've got to be honest, I even think that when we are all back in, we'll still do it as a virtual thing. But here we go. The Miz and MVP are having a chat.
What?
Miz to the Hurt Business.
Is
MVP.
MVP going to buy the briefcase from Miz?
Clicked no. Oh no, but surely Miz wouldn't sell it. Miz wants to be the champion, though.
I bet he would.
What could MVP give him?
He's joining the Hurt business.
Okay, all right.
Some
Okay, here's some terrible booking for you. Miz does sell it and then can make the claim, I didn't cash it in, so I should still have the Money in the Bank contract. And he just gets given it back for a third time.
Luke,
Well,
that's
and main event.
annoyingly accurate.
Thanks, mate.
Gonna get my belt. Gonna get my belt for this.
Mhm.
Maybe he's trying to convince Miz to cash in for the US title.
I don't want that. I really don't. I don't want them cashing in on different
No,
titles.
I don't either. But
Because I think it makes you look like a chump.
Hang
to
on,
cash
I
in
would.
on the world title.
Okay, so say Miz has to win. Are you telling me you wouldn't rather US champ Miz than WWE?
Yeah, but Louis, you're trying to the problem is putting it on him in the first place. I think it actually makes them. If you're going to have Miz have the briefcase, make sure you cash in on the actual top title as opposed to cashing on a mid card belt or the tag titles.
It shouldn't have been Otis either. That's where this whole crap started. Actually, this crap started in 2016 when Sheamus won. and they haven't had a good Money in the Bank since.
Matt Field says, I'm not a booker, but I think Edge spearing Roman to make his Mania choice only works if the SmackDown Chamber main evented, as it doesn't fit the story of Edge scouting all possible opponents.
Oh, that's a good point.
Brett J. Rasmussen said, Michael Cole said that Edge will be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So does that mean that it is happening? I don't think so. It's just too obvious.
Oh, I'm sorry. WWE hasn't said things before that later haven't come to fruition. Sorry for being a touch skeptical, chaps.
Mate, that's it. I think it's slightly different from advertising Keith Lee on Elimination Chamber versus Edge spearing a man who's the Royal Rumble winner, choosing an opponent and pointing at the WrestleMania side.
I will.
As fireworks went off.
I will laugh so hard if the end of this show is Edge spearing Drew McIntyre and then fireworks going off. I will laugh so hard if that's the closing image of this show. Andrew says Richard can fail to understand. Okay, sorry. Andrew and Richard now starting a feud. Andrew, Rich can fail to understand video compression as much as he wants. It doesn't make him right. Tom Scott has a very good video on it, and my master's degree can corroborate this.
Ooh, spicy language.
Rich, he's calling you out, mate. And Rich has even posted a Wikipedia article about it. Riley Finley.
I finger on private chat, so I will interject when Rich inevitably fires back.
Riley Finlayson, hey lads, my prediction for Wrestle League are down the drain, but at least I can have the many man of gimmicks Chopper Hardy to get me through my double shift at work. Thanks for keeping me company. Lots of love to you all. Uptown Avondale, I hope Sullivan is the demon for Blood on the Clock Tower too, only so he can tell someone he's the bad guy right out the gate. For those who played in the first one. For those of you who played the first one, what's your opinion on the minimum number of players you need for a fun game?
Oh, is it 8 to 20? Is that the range?
I think we played with 9 the first time. I think 9's a good amount. It gives you a good few rounds before.
Yeah, you get loads.
You get like 9 still lasted us 2 hours. So I think that's probably, if you want a short game, it's a really good one. So,
right, guys.
I can't wait to see that live.
It's time for the Elimination Chamber. So as a reminder, this is for the Jam That Championship. Fakador is being represented by Drew McIntyre, the defending champion. Louis Danger Dangor being represented by Kofi Kingston. Pete Quinnell, it's hard to tell, but is being represented by Jeff Hardy. Ollie Davis being represented by AJ Styles, myself, Randall Keith Orton, and our mystery man, who still, I don't know who it is being represented by Sheamus, who is coming in last. So, like the Royal Rumble, we will be in the match as long as our representative is in the match. But if they are eliminated, we are, of course, eliminated from the stream. So McIntyre is going into a pod. So
interesting.
The champion isn't going to be in for the whole match.
Fabulous.
That surprises me.
It's because Brock Lesnar's coming back and he's going to attack one of the first 2 people and he's going to start off the match.
The Lashley plate is now spinning. We've got that Lashley scenario going on.
It's true.
Does he get the briefcase?
I'm actually kind of hoping that Randall gets into a pod as well. Gives me better odds of winning.
Oh, Randall's definitely going in the pod. He's going to catch on fire.
Yeah.
So you think Randy Orton's starting an elimination chamber?
Randy's going to go in the pod unless he stays in the back until about the end of the match.
If Randy starts the Elimination Chamber, lock him for some rest holds.
I'm willing to bet some good money that Randy Orton does not start the elimination.
Louis, when
your
the
money's
fun
no
stops,
longer good here.
Stop.
We're going to get some little interstitials recorded for the WrestleTalk News, where it's you running through the latest odds, Ray Winston style.
Oh, I like that.
Do you think Drew will be in first out of the chamber?
Yeah, I think having him in third. I think if you have him in third, you can still do the he's lasted a while thing, but then not have it predictable with him being first.
Yeah, someone needs to cut Louis off. When the fun stops.
When the fun stops. Stop.
So,
when you're just on a hell of a losing streak.
As a pre-show match. Louis in more debt than Han Solo. It's a reference you won't understand.
Yeah, he gets annoyed at me for not having seen Karate Kid.
Oh, you're in a pod as well, Davis.
Mr. Davis going in a pod.
Where's Jeff Hardy? He needs to be in a pod. He needs to just stand there the whole time and just go inside the pod.
Banging his fists on the end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, where's Omos?
Little cloud.
Oh, there he
There
is.
he
Thank
is.
God.
He's there. Shall he go?
Is he getting in the pod with him?
I was going to say, can he get in the pod with AJ? That'd be
It's
amazing.
too big for the pod.
That's true, yeah.
Are you laughing at my automobile? That's what he'd look like inside a pod.
Is that another reference I don't understand?
It's a Simpsons one where it's the really tall guy in the tiny car and his knees are up against his chest.
I'm out. No. I'm watching Community at the moment.
Great.
Good.
Do you like it?
Great. It's very good. It's very.
Where are you?
Season 1. So I'm very early on. I just finished US Office. Very enjoyable.
Teary at the end. Yeah, great show as well.
Very teary.
How about the new freaking WandaVision, though, with all the Modern Family Office?
We're not gonna- no, I was going to say, we need to check to see if people have seen it before we start talking about that.
Oh,
sort of
come on.
stuff.
They should have watched it by now.
And we should also say, we're talking about it on a public stream. So out of the 4,200 people that are watching it across WrestleTalk and WrestleTalk Podcast,
David.
there's almost certainly some people that will be spoiled.
Just message me on Discord, mate. We'll talk about it privately.
Yeah.
Davis.
It's fine to say
Excuse
that the DC crossover happens. It's fine.
No spoilers, you knob.
It's fine.
Cobb.
It's fine to say that CM Punk showed up.
I was going to say,
He's in
if
a pod.
the DC crossover happened, the correlation to saying CM Punk returned, LOL, when someone says don't spoil a wrestling show.
It's Batman dies, usually.
Yeah.
That's the sort of CM Punk returned. Yeah.
For comics.
Also, I will
Kofi
say
checking behind him. Kofi checking behind him to see if Retribution.
the AR stuff that normally looks horrible. Really like Kofi's one because it was like an 8-bit thing. Looked really nice.
On New Day.
It's because it's not trying to be real. It's trying to be hyper real.
Exactly.
I'm in a pod. Pete, are you not in the pod?
I'm starting.
Oh yeah, but Sheamus is the other guy in the pod.
Yeah.
Randy's not in the pod.
I was going to say, Louis, I'll take that money off you. Thank you very much. I am
I would
starting
bet.
this match.
Good money.
Louis, you are
Of
in trouble,
course.
mate.
Of course, it's Randy and Jeff Hardy in a
It's
pod.
Hardy
They're
on.
starting it.
That feud needs to carry
Right.
on.
So
I
I'm
need to
going
tell my
to
mum that we
eliminate
don't
you guys. Oh, Louis, wrong again.
Oh my God.
Louis, wrong again, Dangle. That's your new name.
Right, off you go. It's me and
Here we
you,
go.
Pete, starting this match, mate.
I can't wait. I'm going to do it along with Jeff.
That means I've got to have Randy go long, which isn't his strong
Yeah.
suit.
No, it's not.
It's not really in his wheelhouse to like
Well,
be in these things for a long time.
I'm thinking that he might he'll do a little wrestle with Jeff as he should, but then I'm thinking once other people start coming in, he'll take a little break. He'll just be standing off at the
Yeah,
side, kind of
maybe.
on the outside, selling a little bit. You know,
Me and Jeff and Randy can basically just have a nice little 2005.
mm-hmm.
5 minutes, won't go crazy.
Yeah.
Keeping nice and slow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice and pacey. I like it.
Excuse me.
John Trapita said he went 48 minutes in the greatest wrestling match ever. It was retaped.
Yeah, there was lots of takes for that. Wait, no, that wasn't
Right.
48 minutes. It was the WrestleMania match was 48 minutes, right?
Oof.
Was that right?
What that was? Yeah, but that was also multiple takes though as well, wasn't it? Because they had loads of camera cuts.
I can't remember.
Because they went like different sections. Either way, it were not good.
No.
Some people took me
Greatest
to
wrestling
task
match
for
ever
saying
was good. Wasn't the
Oh,
greatest
right.
wrestling match ever, though.
Some people took me to task for saying that the WrestleMania match.
Hold
was a
on,
snore
Jeff's
fest.
coming out.
Oh, sorry, Jeff's coming out.
There he is. Go on.
Don't give up. Stand back up. Keep going.
He's finished, so I'm finished.
Oh god. Also,
Oh,
we
Jesus.
wrong,
He's got
Gore?
really good eyes on. I don't. Look at mine. They're awful. God.
Oh no, dance, Chopper. Clap, Pete, clap. God, what was the one that was said? God, I love you, Pete. Pete is great. WrestleMania, baby. Woo! Do the hand clap. Dance, Chopper. Let's go, Pete. Pete. Everyone's loving
Oh God.
Jeff Hardy.
See, it's all right. It's much easier to commit to this bit than it is to Ass Man.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that, Pete. I'm really not so sure about that.
I'm an ass man.
You seem pretty committed to that.
That is a lot of ass.
I'm an ass man.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Some of my favorite things were a lot of my friends commenting on it, obviously. And one of my friends on Twitter said, "You have no business being that dumpy," in reference to my ass. Which is really nice.
I showed it to Denise on the Friday podcast. It was before
I saw
we recorded things very early in the morning, and I did love her comment. I was just like, because me, Laurie, and Adam all said there needs more man ass, and her comment was, I think there's enough.
Yeah,
and she just saw that one clip.
Yeah, she wasn't ready for the ass. That's what it was.
Okay, here we go. Me and you starting things off.
Whose face paint is better, Hardy's or Hardley's?
I didn't actually get a look at Jeff's for this match.
It's very white.
Get out! Stop looking at him, Randy. I want to see Jeff. Oh, it's good actually. It's a nice one. It's got the little zebra thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you've got like what appear to be dice, right?
I don't know. I just drew some stuff. If I'm honest. I drew these little squares, and then I was going to draw some lines from the squares going up to here, and then it looked like a house with just these squares and then the triangles on. So I was like, well, I got to extend it out. Let's make it a diamond. I don't know.
Sorry, Pete. I think we need to continue one of the greatest feuds in WrestleTalk ever going. Rich has put,
here we go.
If it's the video compression that causes them more, why do uncompressed videos and photos have more? It's all about sensor resolution, not about compression. Sorry. He's talking about something different to what's happening with Cesaro's trunks. Compression creates noises, botches, not more. Is it? Sorry, say again.
More, because it will have the accent on the E means the emphasis is there.
Here we go. Here's the kicker. Guess that money spent on that Masters was a waste. 2 minutes on Google and you can learn a lot of facts. No feud here. I squashed him in the opener.
Ooh, this guy. Love it. Love it, Rich. Yeah, Hardy's still clapping. Mate, what are you doing? Why is Hardy still clapping?
It's my favorite thing about the Hardy gimmick is time for clapping, clap.
I'm not going to be able to ever unsee that now, am I? Every Hardy match. I believe Mr. Davis wants to pop in briefly here.
Oh, yeah?
Pop him in here.
Oh, sorry. It was just because no one was acknowledging AJ Styles trash talking off camera. Did you hear it?
No.
I heard part of it.
When Randy made his entrance, he just started going, your quads look really good, Randy. You've been doing those squats, Randy.
Very good.
Very good. AJ's still going now.
Oh, nice little drop kick there by Jeff. Although, don't push me against that. I need him to win.
Go on, Hardy. Did he just fall?
Just had a little trip there, mate.
I think it was maybe a thumb to the eye or something. I don't know. You okay, Jeff?
Ollie. Apparently it was Kofi doing that trash talk.
It was Kofi.
I can see the comments.
Yeah. Ollie. You made us look like right idiots.
But yeah, that was
Kofi. That was Kofi. Come on, Ollie. That was Kofi.
It was Kofi.
That was
Kofi. It was Kofi that did that.
Talk about fireworks. That was Kofi. That was Kofi.
That was Kofi. That was Kofi.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet good money.
Kofi challenging Edge at WrestleMania.
Kofi said that. That was Kofi.
Kofi said that.
That was Kofi.
Yeah.
Good money is that it was AJ. And my money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
AJ was taunting too. That was Chad Cable. So there you go. Apparently it was Kofi. Did you hear that Bret Hart got attacked at the Hall of Fame?
So good. What a stream that was. Goodness me.
Ollie pulled a Louis.
Well, that was before. That was before I was full time at WrestleTalk. That
It was because we had the conversation with you. I think it was the Raw after Mania. We had the call with you.
No, it was the WrestleMania review show. That's what it was.
Was it really?
It was.
I thought it was a live stream that we did, like live reactions.
No, it wasn't live reactions. It was definitely a review. It was I'm pretty certain it was the WrestleMania review because you were going to do live reactions for Raw that night. So you did a late review beforehand.
I was going to say, I remember it being late. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot that we did that.
Yeah. I remember the date well. The 8th of April. It was a good time.
Yeah. What a fun time that was.
That was a good time.
There you go. Headlocks by Ollie's very excited because there's been some headlocks in the match.
Oh, to the balls. How's that not a DQ in an Elimination Chamber?
No DQs inside the chamber, mate. Especially not the chamber either.
Go on, Hardy. Nearly eliminated Orton with a knee.
This may be my last shot of getting onto WrestleJamia, thinking about it, because I don't know what.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because we've got Fastlane and we've got
Fastlane.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know what could happen with that. So I really do need to win this so I can guarantee my spot. And then I can beat Adam and I can beat Andy on night 1 and night 2. Not full swanton. It's fine. Randy can kick out of that.
Andy it was a splash. It's not even part of a swanton.
No, exactly. Oh, here we go. First person coming in.
Next person in.
2,
Who's it going to be?
1.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I don't think I'm shaming this as pot, but they know it's not him.
Yeah.
It's Drew.
It is Drew.
Our champ is
here comes the champion.
Told you.
Claymore. No, not quite.
He's got his championship. How you feeling, of champ?
Yeah, pretty confident currently.
Yeah.
I'll wait till the shenanigans later, and then I'll start to.
I was going to say I'm still waiting for Lesnar to show up.
Yeah. Or now, Bobby Lashley.
Ollie. I don't know if you're looking, but that was Kofi, mate. So just to get clarification on that.
It's good that it was Kofi.
It was good.
I do think even if it's not Lesnar, I do think something's going to happen. There's a reason they've put this on last.
Edge.
Get out! You're not in the match.
Shut up, Louis. You're ruining the gimmick, Louis. I'm pretty certain that something is going to happen. There's a reason they put this on last.
There must be a reason this is the main event. It can't just be Drew retaining.
Yeah, Drew wins. LOL is not going to be the answer.
I know we've had some fun and larks with Louis, but there is like every chance at the end of this show is that Edge spears Drew at the end of this and points to the sign with the fireworks going off, and they go, "We're like, you'll have to tune into Raw to find out."
It's always good.
That would be terrible.
What if Edge says?
If he then goes on to Raw and be like, I still haven't made my decision, and we have to wait till SmackDown.
Who can say?
What if he can choose both?
Triple
threat with both titles on the line. They've never done that before.
Choose both.
But why would you?
I don't know.
He just can't pick, so he wants both.
I don't think it's going to be a Brock thing either. Like maybe that's famous last words, but I don't know. I don't think it's a Brock thing.
I feel like it's got to be Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
Bobby smash me.
Because also the reason you do Matt Riddle pins John Morrison to win the United States Championship is because you want to keep Lashley looking really strong, and you make him look really strong in a match where he beats up 2 guys, because then you're going to immediately push him into the next division up.
I don't know if they are. I think it might just be like, I mean, we want to protect Lashley. He's cool. I don't know if they've got plans for like, well, we're going to push Lashley up here. I think it might just be a case of like, well, we don't want to damage him too much.
Why was MVP talking to Miz? Beyond obviously Morrison had a showdown with MVP during the match.
Yeah, but I think Faker might be onto something about them buying the Money in the Bank contract off him. I also hate my idea that he just gets it back because he didn't cash it in.
That's really bad. Hate you for that.
Mate. Cheers, bud. This is why I don't do. It's not how Luke would have booked. Maybe that's an alternative series where I just do the worst booking possible.
Please no.
Yeah. Well, next time Adam takes like a 2-week holiday, we'll just put you in instead and be like, "Hello, this is how Luke would have booked."
It's always the worst timeline stuff.
Yeah.
We're back here after all this time.
I know. Back together again. Come on, Randy.
See,
do you remember all those excellent matches we had earlier this year?
Last year.
Last year.
Here's the thing with the Raw Chamber, right? I'll say it after this next entry.
Here we go.
It's only 5 seconds away.
4, 3, 2, 1. Is it going to be Kofi or is it going to be AJ? It's Kofi Kingston.
Big Kofi.
Here comes Louis.
Quick question: why were they potentially shining the light on Sheamus's cage?
We said that on the first one, mate. Pay attention. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's really because the lights are set up that way.
I was too busy looking for my money, trying to find whatever.
That's fair. Yeah, your good money that you're going to bet on everything. Yeah, that makes sense.
Louis, did you know it was Kofi?
Oh, shut up. Oh, I thought it was something, but it was Kofi.
It was Kofi.
Yeah. Ooh.
Kofi just pinned Orton. See you later, Luke.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
RKO.
Kofi's out now.
There's Hardy. He's going on a rampage. Okay, fair enough. That was surprising.
But Drew is absolutely too honourable to
What's Omos
pin
doing?
both these guys.
Omos is pulling off the back of the pod.
Okay, well that's quite cool.
That's cool.
That's a cool spot.
That's
but
cool.
why though?
Is he gonna?
Where's AJ
AJ's going to walk around and AJ's going to go around and get himself in the match early.
Oh, because he wants to capitalize on the RKOs that Orton did. That makes a lot of sense. I like that.
Don't tell me.
Mr. Davis coming.
I mean, surely any of these pins would not be legal
Am I?
because he's not in the match.
We'll see if he pins them.
AJ's not been included yet.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
So what's going to happen when the pods go off? It's going to go onto AJ's pod and be like, here comes AJ.
I think Omos will step. I think Omos will step into the pod at that point.
Should I be in?
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce is telling Omos to get out. Omos is looking very angry about it.
But it's the rules of the match. What?
I'm very confused about everything that's happening.
He's gonna.
Why would AJ now be annoyed?
Why is Omos listening to this guy?
What? Yeah. Why is AJ annoyed that
So
Omos is
tall.
going? He's not going to influence the match. He's outside the chamber, the thing that's locked.
Yeah, but there is now a very easy way for someone to get into the chamber for later, isn't there? There's a back door to the chamber for later in the match.
Oh, that looked amazing. Great job.
So that whole bit was to make an easy entrance for someone to come in through the back and be
Maybe.
suddenly inside the chamber.
But the pod doors aren't open yet, right? They're still
No, but
locked,
AJ's pod door
technically.
will open at some point.
I guess so.
But they're not automatic. There's the referees.
No, the referees have to like unlock it and
Yeah, but they don't
do
close
that
them
yet.
afterwards.
Yeah,
right, but it's not been opened yet.
If AJ's already in,
Yeah, but it's still gonna. I'm guessing they're still gonna open it at some point.
Well, maybe.
It's a ceremonial thing.
Yeah. Imagine Kofi
How
just pinned Drew.
weird.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not one of the people officially in the match who wins the match, that's fine, right?
Sure.
That's fine with me.
I think what's happened is that there's been so many Elimination Chamber matches now, and 2 on this evening, that they're trying to do things that are different without any regard for what is good.
Yeah.
Or makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, that spot in and of itself, Randy Orton going on a rampage and AJ working his way into the ring to capitalize on that before his entrance, that I think is a good character beat. That's a really cool, interesting way to do things. But then it got confusing with Adam Pearce coming out to take Omos out, and then we're left confused as to when AJ is going to be, is his pod going to still open or not? It's like, there's a lot of question marks above it. I think the premise was there.
I don't consider AJ a legal man right now. I feel weird being in the stream.
This is what I mean. Yeah, I think if he just came in,
baby face it up, Davis.
If he just came in and just like beat people up for a while instead of trying to pin them, and just like completely decimated them until his pod opened, and then he started trying to do pins and stuff, that would be great.
What happens with the next entrance?
The Omos spot was very good.
Well, the next one's just Sheamus, isn't it?
Was it good or was it different?
It was different.
It was different.
There was the hint of a good idea in there.
Yes,
but they didn't do it quite right.
So let me reword what I was trying to say. The visual. The visual of Omos ripping off the top door was a good visual.
Great visual.
Yeah.
I would have done that once AJ was already in the match, though. I would have done that, have Omos go in and like help AJ at a perfect point and just like eliminate a couple of people. But I think it's because they're saving someone going through that pod into the match for later.
Maybe.
I get what you're saying. It makes sense to have like the door open as that sort of like,
They want to do someone's in the match, surprise, surprise. Oh my god, can't believe it, and then
I mean, it's going to be Edge.
Sheamus is intense. Also, I guess the Fiend has no purpose now.
No.
I think they've missed a real opportunity to have Orton's light go off and then the pod catches on fire.
Yeah,
that would have been.
Don't know how they would do that.
What a missed opportunity! I would have loved that.
But you're just negative, Pete.
Correct. That's me, negative Pete.
I think it would have made sense for the story. It would have been cool. Something we haven't seen before.
I'm gonna bring up on that one. Would it have been cool, or would it have been different?
It would have been cool.
It's always an interesting question, isn't it? Is it good or is it new?
Because I think the whole fire stuff with the Fiend and Orton is a bit crap.
Oh, it is crap.
God, huge body drop.
Crazy.
But I'm dealing with chicken shit here and trying to make chicken salad.
That's my point. It is chicken shit. That's my point.
Pete, cash jar. Honestly. Well, I think we can safely say this is nowhere near as good as the first chamber.
This is what I was going to say. Before the whole Orton got eliminated, everything went crazy thing. The thing with the Raw chamber compared to the SmackDown one, you had all the guys in there, and even if some of them had been wrestling quite a lot against each other, it still felt like fresh matchups and things you'd want to see and people fighting that you're really interested to see. And none of these feel interesting. Like, all the matches was like, oh my god, it's McIntyre Orton again? Like, we've seen that so many times. Orton Hardy, oh my god, these guys again? Like, there's not many people here where I'm like, I'm interested to see these two wrestle.
It just feels
does AJ now get made the legal man?
No, it's Sheamus is coming in. So they just killed off AJ's entrance and just said, he's there now.
It's our number 6.
The mystery man.
Oh my god!
Who could
it's the great Shame Ross Sapp.
God's sake.
Listen, guys, here's the deal. If only 725 of you purchase this shirt right now, this fundraiser will be over in minutes. And so will this terrible gimmick. You guys can buy this on eBay by just bidding $1,000 right now. Or 700 of you can buy this shirt from a gimmick that got old about 3 months ago.
And seen on Quizzlemania.
How's the match, Great O'Sean?
I'm slightly distracted.
I'm doing the
by
beat of the Bodron or whatever right now.
But I do very much. I'm enjoying Sheamus currently. He's doing good things.
I would like to ask your opinion on my big hot take, Sean.
Well, I'd like your opinion on my big package right here. My veiny vascular package. 14 inches. Full of striation and veins. Look at that neck. Look at the head on this package.
Right.
With a good protection around here.
I do feel bad for Luke. Just having to sit out because Alton's gone out now.
I don't
he's
feel bad
having
at all.
crisps. He's having crisps.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that before. That's a good point.
He's enjoying himself right now, for sure.
Salt and pepper Pringles. Very good.
What do you make of Sheamus's chances, Sean?
Oh, non-existent. He went. I mean, they had him win like one singles match from like October to build to this. Like that was their way of heating somebody up. Well, yeah, he doesn't need to win, really. Okay.
So, and
my hot take. Go on, Ollie.
I was going to say, and a lot of the storyline presentation of that was people saying, "Oh yeah, but you can't main event a show, Sheamus.
Yeah.
We don't consider you to be of that level."
Yeah. I mean, they heated him up for a feud last year by having piss thrown on his face.
That's true. They did do that.
The Sheamus, which, I mean, this is a great improvement over the old Sheamus, which was, I'm going to laugh and not take this person seriously. Then they're going to punch me and I'm going to say, I'm mad now, and now I'm going to beat you up. Okay. Also, I heard that Kofi was trash talking Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I've got
Kofi.
good money. I've got good money to say it was AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Louis Dangoor betting advice?
Mm-hmm.
My theory is correct. Edge is coming to spear Drew.
It's correct. Your theory is correct. You lunatic. Just
take the L, Louis. Take the L, mate.
It's happening. When it happens.
Even if it happens, it's a wild guess, Louis. It's not. It's correct right now. I've done the math.
So
You'll
AJ's
never
grand
see
plan.
it coming.
AJ's grand plan to get into the chamber match has so far resulted in zero benefit to him. He didn't eliminate anyone.
No.
He came in early.
Yeah,
You could have had an extra couple of minutes. Yeah.
Expelled.
Yeah, I think if he'd have come in and just beat the crap out of people, it would have been great. But instead, he just tried 2 pin attempts and he was like, well, guess that's my plan over.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
Oh, this is a nice shot.
What if it's Brock Lesnar being hit around backstage?
That's what I said.
Maybe he's hidden away or something.
Wait,
How does he get into this match?
Through the door.
He's allowed to jump brands whenever he wants to. Like, here's the thing. How does he get into the match? Some shit that makes absolutely no sense. That's how.
How did he get into the 2019 Money in the Bank?
It's a fair point.
How did he get on Monday Night Raw after he got drafted to SmackDown?
It was a trade, wasn't it, for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross?
No, they never said that. That's something that a bunch of fans cooked up in their heads. No, they never said that.
That's a good trade.
The quarterly brand to brand invitational.
Shut up, Louis.
Which is fair because he only shows up about that often. So
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
I do love that when he won the title from Kofi, they're like, "Oh, well, it's to put more eyes on Fox." And like 3 weeks later, they moved him to Raw.
Yep. And then there was Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, boy, that one didn't fail miserably at all. Somebody had posted something like, what would you change if you could change one thing in wrestling history? And I'm like, well, that was fairly recent, so I would change that because it had a chain reaction. All the stuff they did with the top titles for about October to February was just miserable.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Tower of Doom. Another dove cries. I hate that spot.
Ooh, that
Jeff has been in this match 30 minutes too long.
He's been lying down for a while.
He's right there, Louis.
Jeff Hardy, come on.
Still excited, still king.
Jeff Hardy, the indie wrestler.
Pete, you should cut promos like Jeff Hardy. The same cadence.
I'd love to know how he cuts promos. I don't know.
That I have overcome many things in my life.
Of course.
But what I'm going to do is win the Elimination Chamber like a real freak in the night.
Oh, Kingston's up high.
Ooh, nice.
Trustful.
The perfect spot. Everybody's down. Here comes Lesnar.
What about my dog, Jeff? What about my dog?
What about my dog, Jeff?
So a trust fall off the pod. It just doesn't impress me. Am I
It's a
that
long way down.
desensitized?
Wow,
Yeah.
listen to you.
Look how far down this is.
How
Ollie, on this replay.
jaded.
I just want to say
how far down this is.
one of my
When
early shoot interview memories that stuck out to me was Jerry Lynn talking about how he didn't like to work Ring of Honor because people in the crowd sat there and they were like, impress me. And he was like, I hated that shit.
That's how I feel right now.
Yes. Slaughter yourselves for my enjoyment.
If there's nothing exploding in this match,
Yes.
there's no barbed wire that I can see.
There's no 61-year-old man with spinal stenosis getting a power bomb.
Yeah.
Edge is only 50.
Yeah.
I can't wait until AEW does their like first ever like lights out piranha match where they shove them in the tank. Oh God,
That was a
Freaking
brutal
laser.
kick.
Oh, see you later, Louis.
That was
Bye,
awesome.
Louis.
That was a really good bro
that was
kick.
amazing. Good job, me.
Yeah, well done, Sean. It was all you. It's all right. Jeff's still in it.
I think it's definitely coming down to Sheamus and Drew.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Where are the monster trucks?
trucks? They go broom broom.
They go broom broom.
They do go, bro.
Guys, just a reminder, $1,000 you can bid on this. Listen, if you want to be safe and do the 2,500, there's a buy it now for that. Yeah.
2,500.
As seen on Quizzlemania this week. I don't have one bid. Melina didn't even bid $25 on it.
Rough.
I feel like Jeff ran wild there. He's getting pinned.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting eliminated.
Yep. Got to start
Tops
working
off.
towards that finish.
Come on, Pete.
Is he going
Let's
to
go,
jump on
Jeff.
top of the pod?
Oh, yep. Big swanton bomb. This is why
Yeah.
you're here, Jeff. 'Cause
Yeah.
This isn't high enough. I'll let you
Oh,
let it go.
poor
Let's go.
AJ's about to miss like 6 months after
No,
this
no,
one.
because it's Drew. It's Drew and Sheamus. It's Drew and Sheamus.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, okay.
probably a lot safer.
That was cool.
Yeah, apart from the fact that Drew and Sheamus were stood there for about 5 minutes.
They
Well, it
were
was like-
brawling. It's fine.
They were not brawling. They were looking intently. Oh,
Swanton. Is
Yeah.
Hardy
Oh,
just
he
going
did
to
it.
pin?
it's going to get
There it is.
Claymore.
There it is. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
See you later, Pete. Nice one.
Thank you for your service.
Come on. For the championship.
I'm glad it's these three because AJ is the only one they honest to God heated up by winning matches for this thing. The only one. And Sheamus, they've at least built with Drew at some point. Now, I mean, AJ ain't winning this, but still.
Hey, there's a theory going round that AJ could win and Edge chooses him. Because it's not concrete what happened after the first chamber match. Louis is
They had
throwing his hat around.
fireworks, Louis.
I can't believe he's sticking to it as well.
He's begging to come back in.
Nope.
No, he's not.
Not
Good
for
money,
you.
he's not.
There was a fake Gangrel death rumor on the internet earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, fake one. People were like, hey, man, is Gangrel alive? So I texted him for the first time in 2 years and was like, "Hey, are you like dead?" And he's like, "No,
Nah,
only in kayfabe."
Did he do like an emoji to prove he's not dead?
He does do that. It really messed with me when the first time I saw a little giggle. Uh-oh. Do I win anything if Sheamus wins this?
Where's AJ?
You win the championship.
I win the championship. Okay. I mean, so that's obviously getting shipped over here. I'm not going to have to slap a sticker on one of these belts over
it to you.
I get I'll slap a sticker on the package.
Yeah, we'll get you a print at home championship. Have you got a 3D printer?
I'll be a literal paper champion.
I'm actually quite into AJ's pins.
Oh, do you think he was going for the springboard 450 there? And
He was
like,
going
well,
450 and wasn't going to make it round.
I'll do it again.
He's going to do another springboard now.
Phenomenal forearm.
He had to do it again because he was like, I just want to prove that I can. He was like, look, otherwise that first one's going in the promo packages. Building on to whatever I do next. So I'm going to have to do it again because otherwise they will edit it in.
New move. It'll definitely make it into the like top 100 moves of AJ Styles on YouTube. Like all those things that people do where all the clips are from like CZW.
Yeah, take him down too quick otherwise.
What level of rotation was that? Not quite 360.
From a swanton?
180?
No, it wouldn't have been it would have been more than 180. I think. Yeah. 270.
2.5?
270.
God, what a short pay-per-view this might be. This might be a 2.5 hour.
Yeah.
That's under TakeOver.
Everyone's coming in with 270.
Hey, I was right.
I've got good money. It's 265.
Yeah, that's it. You can't really tell. Because it depends on the angle he landed on Drew as well.
I don't know. I
feel
feel
he was just sweating up a storm.
Yeah.
All that for a clothesline.
He just poured piss all over himself. It's not sweat.
It's just how he gets hype.
Yeah. Lyoto Machida used to say that he drank his own piss every morning. Lyoto Machida, former UFC champion. He roomed with Daniel Bryan and Shinsuke Nakamura at the New Japan dojo.
But they had a lovely time sharing the room with him.
Bryan said that Bryan said that both Nakamura and Machida spoke enough English to not like each other.
Wow. How long did they live together?
It was probably, I think, a few months. It was in his book. But you got Daniel Bryan, Nakamura, and eventual UFC champion Lyoto Machida. That's a hell of a flat to live in right there.
I can see a sitcom being made.
Is this out?
Am I about to win the championship? What is this? Bull. What is this? Buy my hat! Buy it! $1,000! eBay! Please! Now! Do it!
Mr. Davis.
Oh, I'm winning this son of a bitch back, Fakador.
Would have thought.
Thank you very much to Sean Ross Sapp there. Go check him out over Fightful and Fightful Select on Patreon. But oh my God, Edge is cashing in on the eventual championship winner, AJ Styles.
Goodness me. Actually, there's a ripple of nerves. But I think Drew's got it. Drew's got it. Because he's going to claymore AJ Styles out of the air right now. Yeah. You ever seen a claymore from midair? Because this is what's happening. Oh no. Yeah. Yes! And still, you gem that champion. El Fakador, Laurie Blake. The fiesta begins. That is some good jam. Let's get the celebration banners up, guys. Come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate my jam. Come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate my jam. Come on. It's a celebration. My neighbors hate me. My neighbors. That's just my cat.
We can't believe you did it.
Retaining his Jam That Championship. El Factor. And what
Still
a
time
celebration
for
as
an
well.
angle post-match, by the way.
Edge is coming.
Edge is coming.
And also, it was just worth pointing out as well that there was someone who was very interested in the outcome of that match, which was Andy Atson, who was watching the Elimination Chamber from a very astute angle.
God damn. I feel like this isn't the end. There's 4 minutes left.
There's Bobby. There's Bobby. There's Bobby. There's Bobby.
Oh my God. Is he going to cash it in?
But has he got the briefcase is the question.
They just beat him up.
Does
Oh,
MVP?
but is Miz going to... Oh my God, is Miz going to cash it in?
Oh no.
Oh no.
To what
It's part
end?
of a setup with Miz. He's saying, yeah, Lashley can go beat him up, Miz can cash in.
Oh,
Because, you know...
and then Bobby can beat him. Like they get a title match out of it.
You know what that means, don't you? That means Bad Bunny versus The Miz for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
Ollie. Why would you say these
I
things?
thought I had the dark timeline.
See, if this is the Mania plan, I'm all on board with this because Bobby Lashley has been built up incredibly.
Yeah, but Louis, you're forgetting the Miz.
They had a really good match, Backlash, bar the Lana
Oh, it's
stuff.
great.
Now Lana's not involved.
Yeah.
So, what was the point of the chamber back being ripped off by Omos?
Just get
Cool
AJ
visual.
in there quicker. That actually
Get AJ in quick to
literally was
capitalize
what
on the
it
two
was used for.
RKOs. The thing is, it makes sense. AJ just didn't capitalize on it very well at all.
Oh no,
So
the Hurt Lock. The Hurt
Edge,
Lock.
Edge. Come on, Edge.
Louis.
This is good.
Oh no, but I'm very nervous because I
This
don't
is
know
what you
what
should
it
use.
means.
This is what you should use Bobby for.
There's 2 minutes left. There's not 2 minutes left, but there's like you imagine it's going to be a 1/2 finish.
It's got to be Miz.
Oh.
Looking at the ramp.
He's looking at the back.
Looking at the ramp.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
He's
Oh,
pissed.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, gang.
Oh
It's
no.
all right. It's okay because Lashley's leaving. Drew can
Oh,
still win
no.
if it's
Oh,
just Miz.
no.
Nah, Lashley's beating
Oh,
up too
no.
much. The hurt
Oh,
Mizness.
dear.
one's
Lashley's
like-
gone. Lashley's done his bit. He's beaten up Drew.
Dear.
Miz is.
No.
Mhm. Guys.
Oh no.
Guys.
Please, let's just get it over with. Just
Drew Claymore in
Yeah,
so bad.
please just claymore the hell out of him.
I feel like Drew's going to retain.
I think
hope
he is
so.
as well. I think they're
hope
building it up
so.
too much.
I'm not.
I think they're doing too
I,
much.
I
here.
don't know whether that's because I don't buy it or I don't want to buy it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay. It's fine.
This stupid flipping.
come on, McIntyre.
Where are you,
come on.
Laurie?
Come on, Drew.
Where are you,
Come on,
Laurie?
Drew. Come on, Drew.
oh
No.
my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I almost feel
Guys.
dirty retaining the championship on that. I almost feel filthy.
I hate this company so
Good
much.
goodness
I
me.
hate this company so much.
What a
I
bunch
wish. Do
of
you know what? It's got to the point now.
fucking
I wish.
idiots.
I wish Louis was right.
Do you remember when they didn't have it? They didn't have any idea of what he could do with it. Do you remember?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, you guys have to review Raw. Oh, it sucks to be you.
Do you know what? What's amazing about that is that it came after a brilliant use of Bobby Lashley, like exactly the thing you should do with Bobby Lashley to make Bobby Lashley in the main event scene, and then they just used it for Miz.
Oh my god!
I cannot believe that this stupid company would waste. What are they doing?
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Do you know what? I love watching telly that hates me back. I love watching telly that hates me.
I have just messaged Alex McCarthy saying, I'm not doing the show tomorrow. Find another co-host.
Oh my god.
The Miz is the WWE champion in 2021.
Okay, everyone else has had their swear so far.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
David, this was your booking all along, is that Drew now wins it back at Fastlane on the first pay-per-view of the Peacock era.
Right? That's what it is. Or he's going to win it back at Mania in front of a crowd.
Mm-hmm. Against Miz. Who in their right mind wants to see Drew versus Miz?
Nah, Miz is
people who want to see Drew win. I don't think people who... Okay.
Miz
people would really cheer if Drew wins.
I would rather see Drew lose, but against someone like Lashley, than beat Miz at WrestleMania.
Miz is going to lose it on the first show. Like,
I was going to say,
lose it tomorrow.
To Bobby Lashley. So Bobby Lashley will be champion walking out of Raw tomorrow, and then it's Bobby versus Drew at Fastlane, and then you can do Drew versus like Goldberg or something at WrestleMania, and we can all just move on with our lives and pretend this never happens.
No. It's all Bad Bunny. It's all Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Well, you think it's going to be Miz versus Bad Bunny for the title?
No.
Yeah, because you know what will be.
No, wait. Miz versus Priest at Mania, and Priest just becomes WWE champion straight away.
No, that's too good, Pete. It's going to be Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Bad Bunny drops.
Shut up, Pete.
Bad Bunny drops Priest. Priest will be gone, and Bad Bunny will start teaming with Drew McIntyre.
I think that, yeah. That's falling back.
But they even had a segment on this show of Bad Bunny and Miz getting into it. If they were going to drop the whole... But Priest was there. So if they were going to drop Priest and have Bad Bunny team with McIntyre, they wouldn't have done that segment.
Right, okay.
I picked no in my predictions as well.
I picked no in my predictions as well, Louis. I did as well, and I'm actually annoyed at that. Right, we're going to some hyper chats we need to get through. The Rick Petch says, was aware of you through Laurie. Started properly watching after meeting Luke and Ollie at Progress at Ali Pally. You've helped me through lockdown and now costing me money through Great Lists on No Rolls Barred. Here's more money. Thanks. Reese Johnson says, are Bianca and Sasha now the bestest of best friends because they're teaming up? Just want some clarification. Actually, that was an EST there. DX Solo says, wait, Sasha is influenced by Eddie? Next thing you'll tell me is that Don Callis put together Jericho versus Omega. Jay Zephyr says, I think it's quite clear that Edge is challenging Kenny for the AAA Mega Championship. The pyro means nothing. Nothing.
Pyro was a lie.
Saeed and Alan Sari says, what if Goldberg beats Drew at the Rumble and Brock won the Rumble and then we got Lesnar versus Goldberg at Mania? That would have been cool. Actually, do you know what? It would have been better than Miz. Keith Kutach says, hey, fellas, once again, glad to see the boys together for another stream. For Brian to basically get squashed by Roman after trudging through elimination earlier, where does he go from there? Off TV for a few weeks, or do you think WWE will follow through? Jam that jam.
I think you've got to follow through on that one, surely. Like that's the setup for a really good either Mania match. Well, not Mania match, but like the next pay-per-view for Fastlane. So I think that's a really good option. Obviously, there is the potential that he could face him at WrestleMania, because as we know, that's still up in the air, isn't it, Louis?
Mike Daniel says,
I'm not in the mood for these jokes.
Mike Daniel says, "Oh, so the Eyes are Rousey returning if that's the main event." Wrestling Talk Sign Guy, is there any chance of Alex Lois Dicebreaker on No Rolls Barred? She's the greatest person I've ever seen at Social Deduction Games. I think it would make a great collaboration. Email support@wrestletalk.com. I'll pass that on to Adam. Andrew Lindbergh, I just jumped on, have no idea what's going on, but Pete is effing MVP for everything he does for this channel. Love to you all. Will Landrum, how about if Edge faces Roman at Mania, then Louis has to be part of the live stream as Goldust. But if Edge faces anyone else, then Pete has to be gimmicked as Goldust because it's always Pete, king of all gimmicks. Brett J. Rasmus, Louis, it seems like you're having a betting itch. You may want to stop before it's gone too far and you've lost too much money. Aside of the women's tag match, this pay-per-view has been pretty good. Always a pleasure watching with you all. Thank you very much. Eli just joined in while on my break at work. Hope you're well. Also, what's the blue meanie doing in the jam pack zone? Phil Roberts says the Reginald thing is a pile of arse on every level. Exactly what Pete said. Spotlight on the man. You can also see Vince 105-year-old 1970s dad mind at work. Oh, you're a man who does ballet, so you're basically a woman. Wrestle them. Micah Pellegrini says, hey lads, if Roman beats Edge at Mania, who should be his first WrestleMania feud with, or post-WrestleMania feud with? I want him to have a feud with the returning Jimmy Uso, who has yet to proclaim Roman as the tribal chief. Hope he keeps that face paint on all week. Hashtag jam that jam, go Luke. I think that'd be cool, yeah.
Pete puts the makeup on all week.
That's what I was thinking. Nicholas Romano, after looking at Jeff Hardy's face paint, it looks like you didn't even try, Pete. Jam had
I didn't have much time, and I was using Snazaroo Kids face paint with some really terrible paintbrushes.
So I have something to ask very quickly. Why is this a thing?
Because they hate us. No, because they hate this. They hate fans. And they think that Miz is... No, you see, Louis, what you're missing is that it's heat. This is all heat. It's like Jinder Mahal. All heat. It's just also like Jinder Mahal.
But also,
if they're all heat.
But also, if they're starting a Peacock deal, which is a network, chances are they'll go with someone who's a champion who's been on a network with a TV show that isn't wrestling. So Miz is actually a good choice here because of weird business.
Bruce Youngberg, you two are my mate. Sorry. Bruce Youngbug, you two are my favorites. Just saying, that was about me and Pete. The Zornies, I became a pledge hammer after you signed Pete because I loved your reaction so much. Keep up the good work. Bruce Youngberg said, Luke Chopper and El Fakador are my favorites. Curtis Roberts, Fox made it official that it's Roman versus Edge at WrestleMania. P.S. MVP buying the briefcase for a Eugene return. Would have been better. Mighty Geek predicting Miz cash-in. The Padron, well, it happened. Trenton Brown, remember when Miz cut an amazing promo on Talking Smack 5 years ago and became one of the most talked about things in WWE? This company sure know how to strike when the iron is ice cold. Sadie Lady 59, and this is why I cancelled my subscription last month. I don't even know what to say. Heartbroken. I'm going to go watch some AEW to cheer me up. Drew deserves better. Boy, isn't that the truth? Is a myth. Remember when I said I fell out of wrestling with Rollins and Fiend at Hell in a Cell? This is my first pay-per-view I've watched live since then, and, well, I'll see you later. Good luck. For real, though, what the hell is going on? I just hate everything.
AEW Revolution is in 2 weeks' time. It'll be a lot better.
Jan 1 Ryan Bijad, what a goddamn wet fart, hot S-word ending of what was a pretty good pay-per-view. I hate this company, and they continue to insult me and my intelligence. Brett J. Rasmus says, look, I very much enjoy The Miz, but F this effing company. If they don't make The Miz look like an absolute geek recently, maybe I wouldn't be so mad. But he's been looked and booked crap for a long time. It's so annoying. I just don't get it. Michael Pellegrini, Miz and Mrs. Season 3 is going to be interesting, I guess. What a shame it happened to Drew. Why make him lose it twice? It doesn't make him look like a great champion. Fun show, though. The opener was amazing. But like always, it should have been Pentagon. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to push back on this idea that this was a good show because 2 good matches does not make a good show. This was more crap than it was good.
So, interestingly, I posted a tweet, 2021, with a picture of The Miz, and the majority of the comments are very positive. We have long overdue.
Miz people are stupid, aren't they?
Isn't terrible. Perfect symbolism 2021. Still shit, but not quite as shit as 2020. Drew's run was poor. Well deserved. Amazing, right?
The thing is that people want to like The Miz. And there are people that genuinely think that he does deserve this spot because he's been there for a long time. And he's never left and he's never been injured. And my issue isn't with The Miz, is the fact that he's been booked like an absolute chump for the last, I don't know, 10 years. So it's like it's impossible to take him seriously as a champion. And you know what? It's exactly what happened the first time he won the belt as well. He was booked like a joke up until winning the belt. Then he was booked as a joke after he won the belt. So it was hard to take him seriously as the champion. And he sucks. Oathkeeper is fine. He's actually okay. He's fine. Oathkeeper 65. I mean, Miz obviously does the job tomorrow or Fastlane or at the latest, right? No way the deal with the Devil MVP. Will Landrum, and yet further vindication for not watching WWE. Thank you, lads, for taking the hit. As for the championship, join the Fiesta Resistance and support the All Authority.
Fiesta Resistance, I'm nicking that.
Asta's creative endeavors. Am I bad for wanting the ratings to tank for their stupidity? And lastly, Chris Hutchins. Hey guys, just wanted to ask you if your loved ones are doing well during the pandemic we're all going through. I know yours motto is support each other. Just want to make sure that you are supported too. Love WrestleTalk and the WrestleTalk family. Yeah, absolutely fun. My uncle had a heart attack recently, but it was nothing COVID related, and he's actually home and he's all right now. He had a stent. He's all right. That's about as far as we've got, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. All my loved ones are happy and healthy.
Yeah, all good, my end.
I think we've added just a couple more come through as well, actually. Chris Hutchins, you've asked about WandaVision, but we're not going to answer it because Pete's not seen it. A lot of people in this chat who probably haven't seen it either, so we won't talk about it. But do email support@wrestletalk.com. The Graham Jones says, people going crazy as if they didn't expect a shit show of a finish. WWE insult their intelligence, but they continue to watch it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Those are all of our super chats in. Miz is the WWE champion in 2021.
I have, apart from Laurie, because he didn't do his predictions form again.
I did do my predictions form. I did do my predictions form.
Okay, in which case, you're last. If that's the case.
What? I submitted twice.
Okay.
I predicted Drew.
Current standings. Did you predict Drew and that's it?
I predicted Drew. I predicted Shayna Baszler and Sasha Banks. Sorry, Shayna
did
Baszler.
I was with him when he did it.
What were you on before? How many points were you on before? Do you know?
I can tell you from the last time we did it. Yeah,
that's fine.
You do the scores.
Current standings. Tempest, 14 points. Andy Datson, also 14 points. Louis Dangle, 13 points. Luke Owen, 13 points. These may change a little bit because I don't know if everyone did the extra bonus prediction because the Jack Spazer thing got added late and things like that. So a couple points might change around here. But Luke Owen, 13 points. Adam Blompier, 12 points. Mr. Davis, 11 points. Me, 8 points. And Laurie on 7. Apparently.
No, that's wrong. I was already on 9, so that's wrong as it stands.
I don't know. I'm just going by what WrestleLeague says.
Yeah, on the 15th of this month, Andy posted Laurie 9. So
we'll look into it. Did he?
And then I also did. I did fill in the form twice. I even did the bonus match, which I got right.
It says you're tied 277th on the WrestleLeague table currently.
Well, but I am the champion, so you can all get in.
That's true.
Sorry to interrupt. A couple of last super chats come in. Lee Spicer says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And Jesse Venable said, "It's absolutely mind-blowing that the SmackDown and Raw chambers were run by the same damn company in the same damn pay-per-view. That went from ungoddamn deniable to undesirable real quick. Complete opposite ends of the spectrum as far as storytelling goes."
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Miz is the WWE champion in 2021. That is a real thing. Crikey. Miguel Ortiz. Hey, Chopper, have you considered playing the Capcom Dungeons & Dragons beat-em-up games on Warcaster? They're great, by the way.
They're really good.
I haven't.
Really good. If you like side-scrolling beat-em-ups anyway. We're going to have to draw this to a close. Ollie's got to go write a review. Yeah, we'll get some
turn at the end there.
I think
try not to be too mad, Ollie. Those first two matches were very good.
Let's get some final thoughts from people. Our champion, Fakador.
It's just disappointing, isn't it? Really, because I just don't know the worth of it. The decision at the end, and I think it overshadows what was a reasonably good show. Like that first chamber was one of the best booked chambers I think they've ever done.
Pete,
yeah, much of the same. I thought it was a very disappointing ending to what could have been. If that was a really good chamber match, that would have been a really good show.
Louis?
Yeah, apart from the end and the women's tag, it was good. But the end is just, I can't think about how the show was good. I'm just thinking about how the ending was crap.
Do you know what one of my favorite things was? They spent weeks building up Randy versus The Fiend. I need to have Kofi eliminate Randy. Good going. Ollie, your final thoughts.
Yeah, I thought I'm counting the Roman Reigns match as part of the chamber. So that and the US title match were really good and fun. But then the other three matches, including the pre-show, crap.
Pre-show match was all right.
Yeah, but the pre-show match didn't actually count for anything, really. It was just for Morrison to get in there to take the pin. The women's match was lame, and the final match was, I thought, quite boring all the way through, and then with a terrible ending. So I think it's a pretty crap pay-per-view overall, with one very good match on.
The big fat logic gap in the middle of that last match as well.
Thank you for joining us on both the WrestleTalk and WrestleTalk podcast channel. So tomorrow, the Elimination Chamber review, myself and Ollie will be going through the show match by match, and that will be exclusively on the WrestleTalk podcast channel. Wrestling Daily will also be out tomorrow on the Wrestling Daily channel. Will it be you and Alex, Louis?
If I can muster the courage to take part in the show, yeah. It'll be myself and Alex on the Wrestling Daily channel at 9:30 UK time, so 4:30 East Coast. 1:30 West Coast.
And of course, Ollie's review of Elimination Chamber will be up on the main WrestleTalk channel. Thank you all so much for watching. That has been 2021. That was wrestling. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.